The Jets did what they have to do, and it shows the people in the room we are paying those who ball out for us. And Aaron Glenn has got to be pumped, man.
How could you not?
New spot, and what better way to say, buy what I'm selling. You get paid around here.
Yep.
And Justin Fields is going to sit there and go, okay, I can be next. Because it's now really on him. I know it's on him to perform. I know what you're saying, Chris. I get it. Like, you pay these guys all you want. Congratulations. You don't hang banners for making somebody the highest paid corner in the league. I get it.
I mean, it's smart roster building. It's smart taking care of your young, talented, award-winning players. Now go win.
So I'd like to wrap this show up with a top five. Once again, as you know, I went to the American Century Championship. First time in 21 years I performed in that jewel of an event. And listen, loved it. Would have enjoyed it a million times better if I wasn't so deficient at the game of golf at this point. Number of times I was saying stuff in my head and I would just say, that's like a title of my golf memoir. As I finished tied for 88th out of a field of 90. I get it. So I have my top five golf memoir titles presented by Hyundai. These are all things that came out of my mouth at some point during the 3 rounds of play of the American Century Championship.
High five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Rich's top 5.
They weren't all bad, okay? It's just, again, if you double bogey is when you get hurt.
Right.
So, great drive, bad second shot, scramble, can't make a bogey putt. Like, that stuff happened. But sometimes these double bogeys were wrapped around the first title of one of my memoirs, Flashes of Brilliance.
Yes.
Flashes of Brilliance by Rich Eisen.
I love it.
And Smitch put me through the AI machine with my Travis Matthew gear.
Anyone who's golfed has had
Flashes of Brilliance. Flashes of Brilliance.
Absolutely.
That's the name of number 5, though, unfortunately. Number 4, this came out of my mouth. Too much bad, not enough good. Too much bad, not enough good is another title of a golf memoir of mine. It's just, there was too much bad going on. Not enough good. Not enough good. Number 3 is, I hit a great shot, and then I choose, I think I can make it there. I can get it there, and so I do the wrong thing, and then something terrible happens, and then I just say out loud, why do I do this to myself?
Wow, that is a amazing
Why
photo.
do I do this to myself? Like playing it all. Why am I out?
Right,
Like,
why am I out here?
Why
Why did I say yes?
And then number 2 is when it gets worse after that. After I'm like, why do I do this to myself? And now I'm spitting up all over myself. The hole is definitely gone. And I just say these words out loud. You've got to be effing kidding me. And because it's a memoir and other tales of golf woe. Okay. I literally say out loud, you've got to be effing kidding me.
That's a great AI.
And then at the end of the day, this is a perfect golf memoir for me. And I think maybe for others who might be able to relate. How to hate yourself and everything everywhere all at once. I would say that to I hate myself. I hate every fiber of my being. That's what golf does to me, and those are my top 5 golf memoir titles presented by Hyundai. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event is going on now. Get deals so right it almost feels wrong. Don't miss out. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
That's the complete opposite of inner excellence.
It's exactly.
The exact opposite.
I should send that segment to Jim Murphy and say, did your advice work? Because I got 5 new books. Damn it!
T88.
Why do I do this to myself? For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers high-quality supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as access to product specialists who have the knowledge and experience to answer your toughest questions. Plus, their commitment to being your safety partner can help you keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Oh, by the way, Ivan's no longer on the project. His wife got a new job, so they're moving across the country.
Robin's top researcher is deviating to a new market. This isn't standard.
And now we're short-staffed. Who's gonna finish all these projects?
She needs a cluster of new data analysts, and there's no margin for error.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
At Riley's Army, our mission is to provide support to children with cancer and their families in North Carolina. From emotional support to financial assistance, we are here to ensure no family faces this journey alone. Guided by faith and a commitment to love and service, Riley's Army invites you to join us. Volunteer, donate, or spread the word. Together we can make a lasting difference. Visit RileysArmy.com to learn more. That's RileysArmy.com.
This summer, the holidays arrive early because Beauty Bar Medi Spa is launching our first ever Christmas in July event from July 14th through July 18th. Get ready for 5 days of festive fun and fabulous deals on injectables, facials, and all your skincare faves. Glow up, glam out, and treat yourself to the gift of beauty, because who says you have to wait till December to shine? Beauty Bar Medi Spa, your destination for confidence, beauty, and the ultimate summer glow. Call now to schedule your appointment or visit beautybarmedispa.com, 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville, home of the Pirates.
Hey, Righty, you feeling okay? You've been dragging all day.
Ugh, don't even talk to me, Lefty. These shoes are a disaster. My arch is crying.
Dude, we have to go to Fleet Feet. They have a 3D scanner to customize shoes for every foot.
Wait, like custom fit? For me?
Yes, you and me. They have the top brands such as OnCloud, Brooks, and Hoka, plus many more. Fleet Feet, where fit happens. Schedule your appointment at fleetfeet.com or come in today and treat your feet right. Find your perfect pair at Fleet Feet.
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here. The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Baltimore Orioles baseball.
0-2 to right, O'Hearn. And he rips this into right field. That's a base hit. Holiday down to score. Westbrook behind him. And they will hold up Henderson at third. It's a 2 RBI double for Ryan O'Hearn. 3-2 Baltimore. On an 0-2 pitch. Your All-Star comes through.
Catch all the O's action right here on Pirate Radio, your home of the Baltimore Orioles. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Afternoon, everybody.
Man, it was
was just lackadaisical, man.
It was what now?
Lackadaisical.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey.
And we got left side.
Strong side.
I shouldn't be held accountable for a grown man's athleticism.
I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what? You agree with me?
I agree.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Flip that, Shirley.
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
I pay for AI. I can't help it. I mean, that was before I was medicated, man.
What?
I don't know. It was not my idea.
That's all. I love y'all, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios. We are on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington, 1250, 930, and online, PR927FM.com. And you can come on and hang out with us on YouTube today. We got a great show for you. A lot of great discussion. It is Phil Steele Day. We'll talk all things college football with Phil Steele, get his take on the Pirates. Where does he have them in the American? Will they be bowling in 2025? Who's going to win the AAC? What does he think about the in-state opponents? And who's going to win the national championship? We'll answer all those questions coming up with Phil Steele coming up at 5 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, another hearty football discussion with Mack McCarthy. We'll talk some Big Ten football today and have more for you. And also, we got the Mully man, Mike Mullis, joining us live in the Pirate Radio studios here for part of hour number one. So, three great guests. This will be a really good show on this Tuesday, if I can get my words right. A lot of football chatter, but some baseball too, of course, with the Mully man here. We got Shirley Rhodes. We got Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone.
Jarrett Watkins, also known as J-Bone.
He's been busy today. A lot of production work going on. Got a new Parker Bird show coming up.
Yeah, we'll be out soon this week.
And P. Bird will join us on the show coming up on Friday. Got up with Dixon Williams and planning to get him on as well later on in the week. The newest member of the Atlanta Braves organization, Ethan Young, also drafted. We'll talk about those topics and more with Mike Mullis, who is here. What's up, Mully man?
Hey, buddy. Oh, there we are. Hey, pal.
How we doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good.
It's great.
Thanks. Boy, we could just skip that next time. We'll skip the whole thing.
Why is it every time that I do that and then you question the sincerity of when I say that's great?
Because the way you say it.
Sarcastic.
Why is Jared laughing about it?
Because I told him before you came in here that I was going to get under your skin today. J-Bone, truth or false?
True.
What, are you in a mood?
No, there was, and I'm glad we're off on this foot. So I was listening to the replay from yesterday this morning as I was out and about.
Oh, no. Okay.
And so I kind of find it interesting that a guy that hosts local sports talk radio just absolutely dismisses two of the three major sports as though they don't even exist because, I mean, not even to the point Yeah, not even to the point of like when I say dismissed, I think that might be light. Like you just wrote off certainly baseball because none of the games mean anything.
Regular season.
And then you wrote off basketball equally as fast.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so at the end of the day, you're effectively a football fan. I mean, a true fan of the game. Like at the core, would that be your fandom? Maybe NASCAR. I'll give you NASCAR. No?
No.
Okay. I was trying. Wrestling?
Football, college basketball. Yeah.
Okay. It just sounded. I was like, man. I mean, I guess I'd always given you credit for being very well rounded.
Do you get my point though? That there's not a lot of stakes in a regular season baseball game in May.
It's so funny when people say that because all I know is at the end of the year we have these one game winners or winner take all games or now they extend past that a little bit, but they're always there.
I don't know if you're guilty of this, Mully, but. I try to, if I bring up baseball in April or May, well, it's too early. You really don't, you don't get credit.
Now listen, All-Star break now is when it really catches fire.
Okay.
But it's still not a, I mean, those games still did mean something.
They did. And all those losses the Braves had mean something right now.
That's the problem. You're jaded.
You know what, Mully? Yeah, I'm a Braves fan. No, you're not under my skin. I'm almost proving I'm getting to your point. I'm a Braves fan, not a Major League Baseball fan.
Fair enough.
That's where I'm at right now.
But not a Commanders fan. You're holistically a football fan.
Commanders first, but certainly if the Commanders cease to exist, I would watch every NFL game.
But if there were there's been times. Well, if there were no wagering on football games, would you still be as interested in the games that don't have your team in it?
Fantasy count as wagering?
I mean, it's still kind of having a loosely vested interest.
I would still watch, but maybe not with the passion.
Well, I got to tell you, I do think you do a good job of faking it.
Thank you. People call me I know Billy Crystal was in that movie. Who was on the other side of that tape? Oh, Goldie Hawn?
Okay.
Meg Ryan?
Meg Ryan.
When Harry Met Sally.
Yep.
Was the reference.
What a reference there. I don't even know if I've ever seen it. I just know pop culture.
You've never seen When Harry Met Sally?
I don't know. I feel like I saw that scene when I was like too young to know what was going on. She's there in a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
She's hooting and hollering. I've never seen a woman react that way before. See, Mully, I like self-deprecation.
I'll have what she's having.
I thought you were going to be upset with us talking about you yesterday. Luckily, you missed that part.
I missed that. What were you talking about me for?
I can't remember. But me and Chandler were doing Mully impressions about something.
Oh, you want somebody that he's coached to make the home run derby.
I said something nice, yeah. But
so he could pitch to the guy, and you just were mimicking his mannerisms.
Oh, Mully was mad at the
Yeah,
catcher.
you said Brandon Manning would be catching. And you're like, come on.
That's what it was.
If you're going to frame it right.
Call fastball. Let me throw the heat. No, I did say Mully. I hate, and Lonnie Chisenhall, we had a shot there, but somebody you trained, coached, I want them to get in the derby so you can throw that epic round of BP to them.
Yeah, it'd be
and
fun.
I know you want that too.
It'd be fun.
It'd be awesome. I've asked you before, but have you thrown BP in an event like that?
Yeah. I mean, different exhibition things or, you know, pro-style workouts or whatever. Yeah, I've had a chance to throw lots of good players.
Like you take pride in anything you do, your lawn, your hair, this program. Mully, you take pride in your BP.
BP is, and it's kind of a right now. I got a little tear in the labrum, so I'd have to have a little surgery. But it's kind of like it's one of those things in coaching when you can no longer play. It almost defines you in a pecking order. Like, man, he throws really good BP. Or
Jeff Palumbo's in and out or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty epic.
money. And I'm going to tell you, like, Jeff Palumbo in the area is, of guys that I see regularly, he's the, like, number one fungo guy. But I tell you who is, like, really, really good with a fungo bat is Clay Medlin.
Okay.
Clay Bedlin over at Rose is a master with the fungo bat, and it's fun to watch him. Ryan Meadows is a good fungo guy. So anyway,
I can see that.
There are a number of guys, and you take pride in it. It's kind of part of part of you. It's part of your maybe your reputation or whatever it may be as a coach.
Mully, how much of the Derby did you watch?
Pitch stem to stern. We watched the whole thing.
So we watched it at Sports Trivia at the Buck. And again, Mully, after my guy that I had a little financial backing on lost.
You were done. Done.
But that also coincided with trivia ending, and I didn't watch the end. And I guess Cal Raleigh beat the dude from the Rays, who I'm not familiar with. I found it funny during the broadcast. They were talking about, I guess he was a Guardian, and they traded him. And
but he hadn't been around long, man. He's only 20 years old, maybe 21. He's a young guy. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, and he's not a guy. I mean, he got into the game due to a bunch of injuries or whatever. The deal with Cal Raleigh, and that was my rooting interest. That was the guy I wanted to see win it. Obviously, some local ties with him, but what's funny to me, man, he's got 36 home runs at this point, 38, whatever it is, and everybody was picking against him in the home run derby, which I thought was kind of funny to me, but. Man, how cool with his dad throwing and little brother, 15-year-old, 6'3". Now they say that he is the best of the Raleighs.
How old is he?
He's 15.
Oh man, okay.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a Chon moment you just had right there because I said 15-year-old, 6'3" brother, but that's okay. We got back to it. 15 years old, and he's a stud.
Who are we talking about? How's his dumper?
You would have to ask somebody else. I really didn't lock in on it.
Okay. Thought you knew the numbers.
No. No.
Maybe I'll ask Sir Mix-a-Lot. He seems to know those numbers.
Man, this is reference heavy. I mean, if somebody is not at least your age in today's broadcast, they have no idea.
Jared, help me out. Well, not you. You're older than me. I need some new references. You're hip, Mully. What's Josh listening to?
Well, we probably don't want to go there. Some of those references we might not be able to use.
So Raleigh gets the win in the home run derby. Very cool. First catcher to win, first switch hitter to win, which I found interesting.
And that was another reason, being a catcher, former catcher myself, and watching him kind of be able to shine on the biggest stage. But I remember when that kid was running around, like working camp with his dad, Todd, at West Carter way back in the days. Todd at the time was going from Western to Tennessee after, he had spent some time here. But Cal was out there running around, and I say at that point he was he was a little bit older, but it was just kind of cool. I mean, not that we have a great long-standing relationship, but it's those people that you come across, and gives you a reason to cheer for them.
All right, there's a reason I'm asking this question, and we'll get back to Cal in a moment. But what did you think of Pat McAfee and the introduction? Too much? Okay, you cool?
I'm not a Pat McAfee fan. I just think he falls in line with similar but different to Stephen A. and whatever. And it's all about the shock value and the screaming and yelling or whatever. But I did think he handled that pretty well. And I think, I saw some of the press conference that he moderated. And man, there were a couple questions that were political in nature, or whatever. And he did a pretty good job of like being serious about it and kind of, handling that. But I mean, I thought for what it was, and it is an exhibition, although it was an exhibition that paid Cal Raleigh $1 million for winning. But I thought he did a pretty decent job.
I asked because I heard the intros, and I didn't know this until you said it last Tuesday, but Cal Raleigh was indeed billed from Cullowhee, North Carolina.
That's right.
I thought it was pretty cool to hear on ESPN.
Yep.
So, Cullowhee native. How you feel about McAfee?
I was a big fan, like in my college days when he was just on YouTube.
He kind of was alone, did his own thing.
Yeah,
basically.
And I don't want to say sold out, but it's gotten bigger than.
Yeah.
I think
can't blame him for that.
Yeah,
and that's what's so funny. Sorry not to cut you off, but it's so funny when somebody like that blows up and becomes bigger and mainstream, and they're making crazy money. Then the perception is like it becomes a negative. Oh, they sold out, and that's not that can be a musician. It can be any type of artist, whatever,
a business even.
Anything. And it's funny. Like I hear what you're saying. I've never been a fan. I thought he made his way to have the opportunity to blow up by being a guy that just lived on the edge, and it was just it's a little too much. A little too much for me. I'm more, of a Rich Eisen. I enjoy Rich Eisen. I enjoy, Dan
DP,
Patrick, different guys like that.
I like him wrestling wise because that's where you can yell and be boisterous and have fun. And I think he does a pretty good job there. What do you think?
I don't hate him.
Okay.
I think that's his personality fits that role.
Yeah.
But like for last night, everybody's like, oh, we get more Pat McAfee. It's like if you're ESPN, you're throwing all this money around. Like, this is a big event that you want a lot of eyeballs on. We're going to put Pat McAfee and his crew there.
Yeah. So, I mean, I thought all in all it was a good event. I'm looking forward to tonight. Again, I know a lot of people don't get real excited about it. I enjoyed watching the Futures game the other day. That was good to see, Wiz and Hunt and you Savage. I mean, if you blinked, you missed your Savage. But and Wiz didn't throw much longer. But to see those guys, see the Futures game, I do remember when Lonnie was in that guy. There's been guys that I've been able to be around that have played in the Futures game, even if they didn't make it to the All-Star game. So, I enjoy that kind of stuff.
I've never been jealous of Trey Savage and the money and how fast he can throw a ball. But when I saw him and Fred McGriff in a picture,
yeah, boy, I mean, the Crime Dogs aged, bud.
Hey, I thought he looked great.
I mean, I didn't think he looked terrible, but but even like you look at Chipper and you're like, man, that But I mean,
not everybody can look like you.
Well, I knew you were going to have something smart to say, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying the Crime Dog.
Yeah, okay, I see it in the face. I think he's in good shape. Maybe I didn't look at he does have an old face.
He's aged.
But man, one of my, if not he was my favorite during the mid-'90s.
Good player.
He became a Brave, and he could jack that home run against Earl Hershiser in the World Series. I was watching this weekend. It was a bomb in Game 1, and the Braves, the team of the 90s, gets their championship.
You know, that's what's kind of impressive, going back to the earlier topic, that for a guy that's not really a baseball fan but is an avid Braves fan, that you were watching the replay of the 99 World Series or whatever it was
Braves fan
this weekend.
And, man, I loved it back then for some reason, way more than I did now. When did the NFL take over, Mully?
I think it's just been part of our lifetime. It's just kind of gradually grabs another day. And
I think
grabs
so,
another,
too.
Another page. And, maybe
the move to Fox or something.
That's what I was going to say.
Like early, mid-90s.
Well, and, the product on the field, all those things are what they are, but they are a marketing machine.
Yeah.
I mean, they just absolutely brainwash you. And, they everything is a spectacle with them. And, let's face it, too, as – you watch an NFL game, and everybody, we live in this world, like, just turn on FX on a Saturday. Every movie on there is going to be some type of superhero movie.
Yeah.
And when we watch these guys take the field, man, 6'6", 255 pounds of nothing but muscle, and they got the helmets on with the visors, and they look like, it's kind of Iron Man-ish when you watch them all go out there. So I think it's just a fascination, and it's hard to believe that people are that big and that athletic and that fast and can do all the things that those guys can do. And quite honestly, every time I watch a play, I'm like, I don't know how somebody doesn't get hurt on every single play.
Yeah. And I try not to, just because I lived through it, make it such a big deal, because I was not around in the 60s and 70s and know what was going on that much in the 80s to know what was happening. But in the 90s, you had what I felt like the NFL rising, taking a day and day, like you said. You had the great home run chase followed by the steroid era in baseball, which really hurt Major League Baseball. Mm-hmm. You also had a strike in there.
Yeah, you had a strike before the home run race.
And then you had the end of the Jordan era, which came after the Bird era and Magic era and Pistons era, and that was coming to an end. And maybe those things happening help football take over.
I don't disagree. I do think football has evolved with the face mask. Like, in other words, when you were watching, and none of us watched, but you see the replays of, like, guys playing with leather helmets and open front. It doesn't even look, it's tough. We know it, but it's like, why don't you watch rugby? You know what I mean? It's effectively the same game. And then you started seeing, like, the single bar, and that really wasn't very sexy. And then you had the kicker.
Joe Theismann didn't make it sexy.
And then the kickers would wear the single bar, and it was like, why do they even have it on there? They have it because they have to have it on there.
Yeah.
And then you saw, like, to me, the first one, the double bar Dorsett, when Tony Dorsett, that face mask, and then you started seeing them become more and more like what's the dude from Batman, the bad guy, Bane, where they started cross-meshing the
Justin
front
Tuck had all kinds of stuff going on.
And man, you just looked at that and you're like, dude, that's cool. And I
then the pads shrunk, and it also made it look cooler too. They just look more fit and sleek.
That's right. I mean, I remember, in high school playing, man, the Shields first came out. Boy. I played fullback, and I would give it up with my eyes. Sometimes I'd look where we were going. And the head football coach put the shaded.
Did you have the dark visor?
The dark visor on my helmet, and it was like, it was a whole. I'll be honest with you, you almost felt different behind that. Now, it was very difficult to breathe when you first got it put on. It would literally, it was like half the air coming through there, but it was a cool look. And
all your boys, look at Mully over there.
Well, I mean, they all wanted them, and I remember Brian Knuckles specifically had one put on his helmet, and he never wore it in practice. And we're playing Shelby Crest at Memorial Stadium in Charlotte. Opening kickoff, I'm his personal guard, so I'm one up in front of him. He goes to catch the ball, loses it, bounce off his shoulder pads. He's fumbling around the back of the end zone, trying to get it out of the end zone. And I'm pointing at it, turn around, and I turn around and get a face full of, like, a center that was running the, right off the tee, like going to Carolina to play center. This dude just absolutely smoked me. Matter of fact, back, in today's game, I was probably out for, at least 10 days, but they just, kind of drag you back to the sideline and hit you with a little smelling salt and say, okay, go back in there. And
what was that guy's name?
You wake up at halftime.
Brian who?
Brian Knuckles.
that the coolest name ever?
Yeah, BK. Well, he set the state rushing record. And then was recruited by Nebraska back when
they had every running back.
That was what they did. Had some academic challenges and found himself at JUCO, and the rest of his path is a whole nother story. But BK was a special one. He was really, really good.
Now, be honest, Mully, you're an old school guy, but you like to look good. You had the visor. What kind of armbands?
Remember that was not by choice.
Okay, but how many armbands?
None. Stuff? I wasn't a gear guy.
No gloves.
I did have Newmans.
Okay,
I did have Newmans.
Man.
Yeah, but I didn't. Like even in baseball, man, there'd be times it would actually be more rare that I would wear batting gloves. I just, and I guess I kind of prided myself on being a guy that was kind of a throwback guy, So anyway,
I like Mark Grace going up there, no batting gloves, just.
Well, my theory was if I'm not very good, I got to look tough, and it's kind of.
I had a different theory. If I'm not good, I need to get the Ricky Henderson neon green gloves.
Yeah, I couldn't. That's what I did. I never understood why guys wore those. I thought they were awful.
They were, especially with my light blue Little League jersey.
Yeah, Did you go the neon or the orange Rickies?
No, they were neon green.
They had the orange ones too.
Yeah. But thanks, Dad, for letting me get those, even though I had no business. And boy, the Big Hurt wearing the high top cleats that really influenced me as well. I had to get some high top Big Hurt cleats to play first base.
I could see you over there working twinkle toes over there around the bag. Great footwork.
Yeah.
Incredible. I bet you did have pretty good eye hand. I've seen you shoot a basketball.
See, Mully, I was coordinated.
Yeah, I was that.
Just. Not in the best shape.
Not committed.
That's true too.
Coordinated but not committed. Maybe that should be a team shirt over at Conley this year.
It's also my autobiography. We'll take a break. You got one more?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do one more with Mike Mullis. Got a question from Jamie, which I don't even know what he's referring to. Terry says, my hat is not straight. Let me fix that for you, Terry. Terry, you're big on wardrobe. Talk about my shirts a lot.
Yeah, your hat was kind of like a left-handed pitcher. You had a little CC Sabathia going on there.
Hall of Famer.
Saw him last night. He was at the home run derby.
And his kid got drafted, I want to say. Mully, I was listening to the radio. I don't even know what show it was, but he was naming all the big leaguers from yesteryear's kids that were drafted this year. It was a crazy number.
Well, it makes it pretty easy. If you're a scout, you go, look, we're going to take their kid. I mean, the bloodline's there, and genetics are half the battle. So, why not?
Jerry says, does the Big Hurt influence us to buy male enhancement products? I stopped at the cleats. I hadn't got any of his other gear or products as of right now. More with the Mully Man when we return after this.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Ahoy, Pirate Nation, ready to conquer Greenville and beyond? Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is dropping anchor with deals you can't ignore. Right now, get up to $6,000 off MSRP on select Ram 1500s, the truck built for tailgates, job sites, and everything in between. Or take the doors off life with the new Jeep Wrangler, with employee pricing for qualified buyers.
Drive a little, brah, save a lot, brah.
Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, your hometown hookup for horsepower, freedom, and pirates.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
This summer, the Greenville Yard Gnomes are back at historic Guy Smith Stadium.
Hey there, it's me, Gnomeo, the Yard Gnomes mascot. You've heard of gnomes bringing good luck, right? Well, I'm here to bring you great baseball and tons of fun, too. We're excited to have a great team, including a few ECU baseball players this year.
Season tickets are on sale now, so visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get yours today.
We'll have great food, cold drinks, and fun games for everyone. Come out and hang with your gnomies this summer and have some fun at the ballpark with us, the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
Looking for the perfect summer hangout? Swing by Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room for our Midday Munchies lunch menu, just $10.25 Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 3. We've got 46 cold draft beers, a killer Sunday brunch from 9 to 12:30, and our regular menu every Sunday, noon to 7. Your new Sunday Fun Day destination. Enjoy live music every Friday and Saturday, 7 to 10 p.m., and follow us on social media for more events. Check out the Repair Shop game room with pool tables, darts, and more, or kick back on our dog-friendly patio with the best staff in town. We're serving up good vibes at Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room all summer long, where good times are always on tap.
You know what it is. This is your man, Peter Pablo. Once again, back is the Incredible, and this is Pirate Radio, and this is the voice of the Pirate Nation. And you know how it goes down when the pirates are in town. Shut down.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Overtime Tavern, located at 1011 South Charles Boulevard, right across from Sheetz, is your go-to for all the game day action. You can try their Philly cheesesteaks, glizzies, juicy burgers, and wings that bring the heat. Open daily till midnight, and every Wednesday night you can join Clip Brock for sports trivia and test your game day knowledge. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. And Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They're open every day and have two locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. And both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
So we'll air the Mack McCarthy interview at 4. We recorded it at 2. One thing we didn't talk about, Jared, I usually ask Mac what he and the wife are watching. So now he's texting me. He said, I forgot to tell you. He said the series Ballard on Prime is good. It's a spinoff of Lincoln Lawyer and Bosch. Huh. So there you go. I asked him, has he watched The Waterfront? And he said yes, and he enjoyed it. I was going to ask you, Mully, you and the wife, have y'all checked out Waterfront on Netflix?
She didn't watch it. I did, though.
Yeah. It was a good,
soap opera. First two weren't great, and then it got a little better. It reminded me a lot of Ozark.
Yep. It was kind of North Carolina Ozark, basically.
So filmed in Wilmington, Gracious, and Southport.
The Dawson Creek guy. Mm-hmm. Whatever. Williamson. Kevin something. Mully, real quick, some the trivia I asked last night. I think you'll do good on some of these that the younger guys couldn't get. This Hall of Famer that passed away recently won the first home run derby in 1985. He's in the Reds and Pirates Hall of Fame.
I was going to Eric Davis at first, but let's see.
No. You can see his picture there.
Is that Franklin Stubbs?
He looked a lot cooler and had facial hair as a Pirate.
Who is that?
Dave Parker.
Oh, gracious. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, late Dave Parker. That derby was in the Hubert H. Humphrey blank, an indoor stadium that was home to the Twins.
That's the Astrodome.
No.
Okay, not.
Metro,
okay.
Come on,
So,
Mully.
too.
All right, I got to give you one that you can get here just to.
Well, not really. We can move on.
What teams had the most Derby winners with 4 American League team?
American League team, I mean, Yankees.
Yankees is correct. Now
Seems to make the most sense.
Yep. All right, we'll move on. Had some Derby trivia for the boys last night. Fun night out at the Buck. We'll be at OT's coming up on Wednesday night. What's the Aaron Rodgers? So Jamie says, does Mully have any thoughts on the Aaron Rodgers autograph story?
Yeah, I did. I saw like where he almost hit a kid with a golf club allegedly, and then somebody said like, you almost hit that kid with a golf club, and he said like almost doesn't count or something. And honestly, I watched the video and I wanted to go, I hate this guy, but I watched it, I was like, I think it's much ado about nothing. I think it's just because it was Aaron Rodgers, you know, and it was a easy thing to talk about, but whatever. Not that it certainly doesn't change anybody's opinion of him one way or the other.
Aaron Rodgers was being asked to sign an autograph from a fan who had a ticket to the Packers Saints game.
Oh, I did. I saw that one too. Yeah, and he was asking about who do we play and what that kind of deal. Again,
that sounds kind of funny to
me.
It
was kind of snarky. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I thought the one at the golf tournament where, maybe that was even a bigger deal than the ticket thing, but I don't know. It's just Aaron Rodgers. I mean, it's just Aaron Rodgers.
Is that the same? Because I read something that like that guy is at everything trying to get an autograph from Aaron Rodgers.
He said, "You're an autograph hound. You are. You can't fool me. You can't fool me," said Aaron Rodgers. So there you go. Yeah, I don't care.
That line kind of sounded like something out of like a kid's book. You can't fool me. You can't fool me.
You can't fool me. I'm Aaron Rodgers, as you see. Yes, I do eat green eggs and ham. Real quick, check in with the chat gang today. Haven't done that yet. Kaz says, good afternoon. Hey, Kaz. PJ says, hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
My bro and sis just bought Commanders season tickets today, Clipper. Can possibly snag a couple if interested. Everything's great in Commanders land, right, Shirley? Everything going good? Anything to play? Everything's fine?
Sure.
Yeah, everything. Okay.
Yeah, except Terry McLaurin.
Well, no, everything's fine.
No?
He's good.
You sure about that?
I think.
Okay, well.
I'd like to confirm if we could.
Sure.
Yeah, I've been pretty frustrated, I'm not going to lie. Everything that has transpired up until this point has just been disappointing and frustrating. I've wanted to continue my career here. I've created my life here. My wife and I have bought our first home here. So this has been somewhere where I've always wanted to be.
So I love my family. I love my friends. I love my coworkers. But in between family and coworkers, there's Terry McLaurin. And I couldn't be a GM. I mean, I would give him all the money.
Yeah.
Just for what the good soldier he's been. The player he is, I don't understand this at all. There has to be a reason. They just won't give him what he wants. But I'm trying not to get frustrated about it. Maybe it's much to do about nothing. He'll get paid, but when things are going so good, we got to screw it up? Quit screwing around with Terry McLaurin.
Dan Snyder. Oh, no.
Exactly. I can't even blame him anymore.
Right. Yep. Speaking of, I'm sorry, J-Bo, speaking of television and good and sports kind of combination, have you guys watched the second installment of Quarterbacks?
Oh, I have. Great.
Well, it's pretty good.
Great. I especially if you're a Commanders fan.
Kirk Cousins just he's like I like him.
He's a nice fellow.
He's just a different cat.
Mully, how did Washington manage to draft the two corniest people that walked the earth in the same year? Robert Griffin III and Kirk Cousins. The cornball.
Is he a brother or a cornball?
We got
brother?
a cornball brother as some fella called RG3, and a cornball cracker, all in the same draft in a matter of like 2 hour span. It's incredible.
It was that's an interesting combination.
He almost seems fake the way he smiles and laughs, but I think
that's who he is.
I think that's who he is because his brother is the exact same.
Right,
it was on
100%.
Yeah,
and when they're sitting back drinking a Roy Rogers, and the whole time I'm going, is that you think that's really a Roy Rogers?
What is a Roy Rogers?
Coke and
I
grenadine.
need to look it up. Okay, yeah, never heard.
With like cherry. It's Shirley Temple. It's the male. It's when you.
Oh, the male Shirley Temple.
Yeah, well, it'd be Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there alcohol in that drink?
No.
Okay, well, yeah, that's probably what they're drinking then.
Jared Goff is pretty awesome as a dude.
You know what? And because he comes across as so passive, like just watching his facial expression. That's a competitive dude. I mean, I
like him.
Yeah, me too.
And I gotta say, his wife's a nice lady.
I enjoyed those. The third one, who's the third? Golf Cousins,
Burrow. Joey B.
Joey B. That's a unique cat.
Well, I think he's a cool dude, but like
all I could see is Jim Brewer.
He does have a Jim Brewer look.
That's all I
could started doing Goat Boy.
That's all I could see when I look at him is Jim Brewer.
Or even Jim Brewer from Half Baked.
Yeah.
I could see him on the couch with Chappelle. And
man, it's
not going to do what everybody thinks I'm going to do.
I'm going to tell you that.
Man.
He needs to be on SNL and just have him play. That would
do Jim Brewer stuff.
It would be hilarious.
Just
I don't know if he's got the personality to pull it off, but that'd make it funnier.
Joe Burrow look in the mirror and it's Jim Brewer with frosted tips.
He did not buy a Batmobile because his house got broken into.
Oh, man. Poor guy. I feel so bad for him.
Yeah. Well, every show needs a bit of like drama and where you feel bad for the character.
I mean, Kirk Cousins got benched.
You can't buy a Batmobile.
Well, but hold on. Joe Burrow has an MVP type season and they don't make the playoffs. I mean, it was like he's putting up tacky numbers. All I could sit there and think, you remember back in the day, you go, man, the Bengals if they were known for anything, it was their defense. It was not. I mean, they've never been that. Boomer Esiason.
That day, yeah. I was the run of Palmer and Ocho and Hushmanzada. They were pretty good on offense. But
they were, but I don't know. I never thought of them as a prolific offense like they were and I didn't even honestly realize it last year until I went back and watched that because they were the story was how they were such a non-story. They just lost relevance going, 1-3 out of the gate or whatever it was.
Yeah. And I referenced Commanders. Jaden Daniels beats Burrow on Monday Night Football. Kirk Cousins watches from the sidelines as the Commanders clinch a playoff spot, and then the Commanders make the entire city of Detroit cry in the playoffs.
No,
a lot of Commanders.
It was kind of a backdoor Commanders hype video.
Kenny Curlings. Speaking of Pat McAfee said, unfortunately, the younger generation loves that crap. Jerry says hello. Johnny Stats has a stat.
The stats to consider.
Out of the 615 MLB picks, there were only 9 second basemen drafted. Dixon was the first one selected. Missouri State had 2 of the 9.
Jeez.
That's weird.
Okay.
Let's see. Jamie says Rogers might have been in the right with the autograph request, but just curious Mully's thoughts since he is not a fan.
I'm still not a fan.
Terry wants to get Mully's thoughts on the draft. What do you think about, first of all, Dixon Williams to the Braves?
A great fit for him, especially from the standpoint of their minor league, their affiliates are all very regional, so good for his family, good for him. He's not going to have that's one thing I always think about it. Of course, Dixon's a little bit older, but when guys go and they get sent from North Carolina to Tacoma, Washington or whatever, it can be culture shock. So Dixon should be right at home, man, jump in there, start playing. And I can't imagine there's any team he would rather be with than the Braves. And him. And ironically, they took a left-handed pitcher, McKenzie from up at Corinth Holder right before him. North Carolina was very well represented in the draft in totality.
And at what point in the year, Mully, do you remember calling games, and maybe you knew going into the year, but was Ethan Young was like, oh, okay, this is our year to enjoy him because he's gone?
In the fall, and the first time you see him throw, and he's popping 6s and 7s, and JUCO guy, he's kind of been through it a little bit, and but as soon as you start seeing that 96, 97 number start crawling up there, then you see a pretty good breaking ball. I mean, he would have been a much better draft had he not had the command issues early. And I say issues, I mean, he just wasn't clean. But, the stuff is real. I think he's probably a bullpen arm. I mean, I just don't see him as a starter. But, good for him and good for the program.
On that note, real quick, Mully, was it you last week we were talking about you'd like to see the figures of guys transferring up versus transferring down? Mm-hmm. Didn't we have that discussion? Mm-hmm. It just reminded me, Phil Steele, and you'll hear it during the 5 o'clock chat we have, but he was talking about how, I guess he knows the numbers, but said that FCS guys moving up have performed way better than big-time school guys going down.
That would be my expectation. Yeah, that would be what I would think. It obviously different sport, but I think it's the same thought process. And, you look at when you look at the left-handed pitcher that is coming in from Tennessee this year to East Carolina, it looks great on paper, right? The big arm and 6'5" left-hander, but when you look at the numbers, it doesn't matter who you're facing if you, number one, can't throw strikes, and he's had some Tennessee's wild pitches. So, but there was a reason from a talent standpoint that he went to a place like Tennessee. You just hope he comes in here, change of environment, gets around some folks that maybe can speak his language, and it works out. But it's just it's a different situation, with a kid leaving a program again in the SEC, and not just in the SEC. A program like Tennessee that had 8 or 9 guys drafted in the first round between players on their roster and recruits. Right. So, I mean, it's a different animal.
Which, by the way, East Carolina unscathed as far as commits and things like that.
Yep,
right?
That's right. That's right. And, a couple other guys that, a lot of folks that follow the program. Luke Nowak was drafted, and I think a lot of folks probably be surprised to see that. But again, an example of a kid who took advantage of the transfer portal and went and found a situation where he could be in a lineup, play every day, and be a key part of it. Now, his team didn't have a great year. I'm sure they would like to have had more wins, but he gets drafted by the Royals, and also drafted by the Royals was Connor Rasmussen, who we did see play really well for Tulane against East Carolina. It seems like every time they played. So, it does happen. Guys develop when they get in the right situation. Would that have happened at East Carolina for those two guys? Who knows? Because it's, no two situations are the same, and that's not a knock on anybody. That's just the fact of, find a situation that works for you where you have an opportunity to be a contributor, play every day, and be a key component, and then just see where it takes you. So, congratulations to all those guys.
Mully, college baseball. You got friends in the coaching world. You got friends that are agents, friends in the big leagues. So, knowing all that and following the draft, any trends like high school versus college or big SEC versus other schools? Anything you noticed from the draft this year?
Out of the gate, they popped this up there on the draft at one point in the first round that, SEC, ACC were dominating from a college standpoint early in the draft, other than the kid from UC Santa Barbara. But, I think it's every year is different, man. It just depends on where the kids are. And some years, think about it in the aspect of like the NFL, because it's so much smaller, that draft is, where, man, it's just a bumper crop of quarterbacks like this year coming up. And last year we looked, or 2 years ago, there were seemingly no quarterbacks. And so, I mean, it just kind of goes with what's going on in the environment of the game. But, I mean, pretty neat. You saw Corona High School out in California had 2 kids drafted in the first round. I can't remember what their number was overall that they had drafted. It was a big number.
Now, is this one of those deals where, during the summer league, they showed Cooper Flagg's high school team where they just recruit the best players?
Yeah, it's going to be
the same for baseball?
And Corona's a little bit different, but yeah, largely that's that's the situation. And
There's
a lot of places have far more lenient transfer rules and regs. And so, yeah, I mean, but still pretty cool to be able to get that number of high school players together. They're the number one team in high school baseball in the country. So, and apparently deserve it. I'd love to play them. I mean, whatever happens. But, you want to play the best competition. But, I think overall, Clip, the draft trends are going to be ever changing, and so many organizations have philosophies that they stick with, and high school or college or whatever.
Speaking of organizations having philosophies, and I thought about this just in the recent history. You got Matt Wieters drafted early, Adley Rutschman to the Orioles. Johnny Robertson says, Mully, what do you think of the Orioles drafting 2 catchers in the first round after drafting 4 last year?
Here's what I know. I know catching is hard to come by, so those guys, if they turn themselves into big league catchers, there's marketability, and that's great trade bait. So, again, I had somebody mention to me that as we were watching the first round, like, well, are they going to try to fill a need? Well, if you think about a minor league system, and so you go 4, 5, 6 levels deep, you got to have guys at every position, to make a team. And it's not like the NFL where you go, man, we need offensive linemen. We need, it's a lot more of a broad brush and a lot bigger number.
There you go. Good stuff with the Mully man, Mike Mullis. Enjoyed it, Mully?
Yeah, it's good.
Have a good rest of your day, man.
Thank you, pal.
We'll talk to you next week. Let's take a break. We'll come back, wrap up hour 1. You got Mac hour 2. Phil Steele, hour 3. Fun Tuesday edition. A lot of college football talk on the way on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Play it again, sports. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary. Subaru was just named 2025's best overall automotive brand by Consumer Reports, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Who let the dogs out?
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Who let the dogs out?
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com. Over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Naylor Show.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. This is Lady Pirate Marissa, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients of Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, just checked out PR927fm.com. And football kickoff party tickets are available.
Sure.
$10. You can get yours for the party to kick off the East Carolina football season. This week it'll be the Thursday after the ECU and NC State game, but pretty simple. Go to PR927fm.com. Just click on the banner that talks about the Pirate Radio football kickoff party, and you can get yours for September 4th at the State Theater. So get ready for the party of the year. Main event band will be rocking and a rolling. Let's get our New Blue Pirate Report. Call NU or go to NUBlue.com, callinubblue.com, and they will help you out, whether it's plumbing, electrical, HVAC. They got you all covered under one umbrella at New Blue. And RJ got a little run.
Bang.
Good to see. Did not play in his first 2 summer league games. Got some action against the Chicago Bulls. What was that, on Monday? Was that yesterday?
Last night. 4 minutes, 1 for 1, 3 points.
So he has never missed a shot in his pro playing career.
Absolutely not. He's the greatest of all time.
Pacers play next Thursday against the New York Knicks. By the way, Charlotte Hornets, summer monsters.
Did they win last night?
3-0. Oh, they crushed the Mavs. 3-0.
I mean,
something's happening.
We're cooking. Liam McNeely is really good. Can I say that? I mean, this guy is on fire.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him.
He was at UConn.
He was the UConn fellow.
But I mean,
okay, how many of these guys? So you got Con, McNeely. Any of these other guys going to be like?
Kalkbrenner is a defensive powerhouse, and my guy James Plowright for the Buzzbeat podcast. He's been saying that potentially could work himself into a starting role early on in this season.
Well, who's the dude? Who's the dude? It's not Suleiman, but it's something similar.
Diabate? Wasa Diabate?
No, there's a Sula something. I'll have to look up.
On our summer league team?
Yeah, Sulu something.
Well, there's Sion James from.
No. Am I getting it way wrong?
Yeah, I mean Saloon. our pick from last year.
Is that who it is? Okay. But he's done some things.
He's doing all right. I think he just needs to go back down to the G League again this year because last year he was brought up way too early just because of injuries and everything. So, I mean, for his development.
How many of these guys are making an impact this season?
This season, I would say McNeely and Kalkbrenner, and potentially
not the number 4 pick overall.
But I think, like I said yesterday, he needs to get his sea legs. But last night he was phenomenal on the defensive end and really did great stuff off ball.
Okay, but not going to be an impact.
I don't think he's going to be as impactful as a lot of people want him to be as the 4th overall pick. But we got some great value in our late first rounder and early second rounder.
I hope you're right.
I mean, you compare Liam McNeely to Dalton Connect, who we were supposed to have, and Liam McNeely's dominating Summer League. Dalton Connect is struggling.
I don't like Liam McNeely's name because it reminds me of Hurricane Peter McNeely. And I got to pull up that clip now. Do you know who that is, Jarrett? No. Hurricane Peter McNeely was some stiff that they got to fight Mike Tyson. And had a great press conference where he said a rhyme and then got beat in like 30 seconds or something. Let me see if I can. Don King introduced me.
Keep laughing. Keep laughing. Real funny, huh? If any one of you that doesn't respect me or what I'm doing or what I've been doing for the last 3 months since it was been announced, and going against a guy like this, you'd have a big dump in your pants. Talk to him, Peter.
Tell him, Peter.
and I'll read my final statement.
His final statement.
I'm Hurricane Peter McNeely from Medfield, Mass. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass. But if you haven't made your pay-per-view arrangements yet, make them soon. Because remember what happens when I wrap you in my cocoon.
Now
the rhyme should have been yet. Just going off the rhyme scheme, the rhyme should have been yet and not soon. That guy sucks.
Let me see how long that fight was. Now do you see why I don't like McNeely's
Yeah, he
name?
sounds like a dumb Bostonian.
Yes. I'm going to kick Tyson's ass. Let's see how long this fight lasted. Wikipedia. This was billed as Mike Tyson's He's Back fight.
Back from back injury, prison?
Rape conviction.
Oh.
Yep. Let's see. This fight, I don't care about the middleweight fights. Main event lasted 89 seconds.
89 seconds.
Yeah.
Hey, not a lot of people could say they went more than a minute with Mike Tyson.
Keep laughing. You must have a dump in your pants.
My stomach does feel better today. I will say that.
Jamie said Liam McNeely decommitted from Indiana to go to UConn. All right, I like him more already.
Yeah.
All right, that makes me like him.
He wanted to go to a serious basketball program.
Oh, Jamie, we've got Indiana questions from Mac, and I believe they were brought up as well with Phil Steele. So Stay tuned. Back with you, Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live, after this timeout.
You love U.S. Cellular home internet. It lets you do all your favorite things because it's fast, reliable, and affordable.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and do the things you love with internet you love. Just pay $39.99 a month when you bundle with a wireless plan. And if you don't love it, you have 15 days to let us know. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Looking for the ultimate spot on the Morehead City waterfront this summer? Then head to King Mackerel's Restaurant and Bar, where the food is fresh, the drinks are cold, and the vibes are always live. King Mac's is your ECU game day headquarters with waterfront views and game day food specials. So whether you're reeling in a marlin or just soaking up the sun, come grab a bite, listen to some tasty tunes, and make your summer legendary at King Mackerel's on the waterfront in Morehead City.
This is Dr. McDowell here with Orthopedics East, and I'm excited to share that we've partnered with Fleet Feet to bring you a community race series that includes 3 awesome races throughout the year. Each one a local nonprofit making a real difference right here in our own town. Starting with the Big Run, benefiting Ainsley's Angels, the Glow Run, benefiting Building Hope, and Santa Dash, benefiting Riley's Army. To sign up, go to runtheeast.com. Join Orthopedics East in running for a cause and making every mile matter.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Andrew Bridgeforth from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006, and they are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of your business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
By the way, mentioned today's lineup. Left out a name, Bryce Williams. Slim 80 planning on joining us Wednesday at 5 o'clock. We'll make Phil Steele our feature guest on this Tuesday in hour number 3. But right now, we will hear my convo with Mack McCarthy. It's Tuesdays with Mack. A lot of college football, little hoops, and more. Here's that chat.
Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former ECU head basketball coach and a man of much knowledge. He is Mack McCarthy. Joining us today, Coach Mack. How you doing, sir?
I am good. Get ready, get anxious for football, and my NASCAR drivers are doing a little bit better. So all's good here in the McCarthy household.
We'll get a NASCAR update at the end of this discussion. Mac saw one of your former players, a former ECU player, I think averaged like 0.3 points per game, Matt Steele. during his time at ECU. He was at trivia last week and wanted to get him to say something negative about you, but he wouldn't. He said you're a good guy, so whatever.
Yeah, we ended up being neighbors. Of course, got to know his dad real well, Greg, who played at Fork Union and was a big part of that storied program. And I actually commissioned a book by our good buddy Bethany Brashear and about Fletcher Arrett and the Fork Union program, legendary coach there. And Greg was on a really good team, and of course played, I think maybe at New Hampshire, Vermont, somewhere up in the Northeast. But Matt was a good young man. He wasn't ready at that point to go full force with basketball, but we enjoyed having him out there, and it's been good to watch him become a husband and dad. And like I said, ended up being our neighbor there over in our old neighborhood in Greenville.
Heard a lot of your former players, Mac, here at ECU, and then we'll go from Matt Steele at the end of the bench to a guy you coached at Auburn, Charles Barkley. And I would say you have a pretty good approval rating amongst your former players. I'm just wondering, kind of as an old, the guy from the old school, but you certainly seem to adapt to the times. How did you kind of balance being a coach and being hard on them, but also, wanting them to be able to go to you if they had some? How tough is that as a coach to balance those things?
Well, one thing that's kind of a misunderstanding is you can still be demanding, even with the young men and women that I've had an opportunity to coach later in my career. And there's an old saying that really applies. They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And if you genuinely care about them as people, they'll respond and understand that you have two different roles as a head coach, or you have many, but two that affect them directly. And all those players that, the two that you mentioned, plus a whole lot more, seem to have a greater appreciation after I coached,
yep.
rather than maybe while I was coaching them. But, Charles was, nice enough to do the forward in my book. And he pretty much said, he didn't understand what I was trying to do when I was doing it. But since then, he has a greater understanding of what exactly we were trying to do and how we impacted his life and his career. So those kind of things are rewarding, and certainly closer to a whole lot of my former players today than I was when I was coaching them. And I don't think that's necessarily unusual, but it's very rewarding on this end of it.
Yeah, very cool. And Mac, you mentioned there whether it was the guys or the gals, because you actually came to East Carolina from being an assistant women's coach, I believe. What was that like? As far, not the X's and O's part, but the relationships part, and was it any different than coaching guys, and how was that adjustment for you?
I thought it was different in some ways. How you approach it with the young men or the young women, takes a little bit of understanding, but the women are the biggest difference was the women wanted to know more about why you were asking them to do what you asked them to do. The men didn't care as much about why, and not that one's better than the other. But I think the men were coached that way probably earlier. But once the women understand why you want them to do something, they're going to go full bore all the time, and that was fun to deal with and fun to. It was really a good group to coach at Georgia Tech during my 1 year getting to do that.
And I guess you enjoyed the women's game because, of course, you call men's action, but you call maybe more women's basketball than men's basketball, right?
Yeah, and everywhere I've been really good friends with the women's coaches, sometimes by necessity because you share a facility and that kind of thing, but some because you go through a lot of the common things, with each other. So, from Joe Champy at Auburn to Sue Yao at East Tennessee State, and Sharon Fanning, who went on to coach at Kentucky and Mississippi State after being at Chattanooga, and Craig Parrott, and on and on and on, all the way to Sharon Baldwin Tenor and Heather Macy and Kim. I got to know all of them before I left in one role or another. But I really enjoy the women's game, and like you said, I get to do probably 75% of my television games are now on the women's side.
Always like picking your brain on your coaching career. Appreciate you being, up front with us. It's a interesting discussion when you got a guy that has as many miles as you do in the coaching game. I hope that's
I'm a high mileage used car for sure.
I hope that's a compliment, and I didn't mean it as an insult, Mac. All right, well, you want to talk football? So do I, Coach Mac. It's a great day to talk football. If folks missed it earlier, we will air our Phil Steele interview coming up at the 5 o'clock hour. But talked to Phil Steele earlier today. Coach Mac, do you know who he has as his champion this year?
I do not, actually, and I know some guys who swear by Phil Steele and study him religiously, but I've not paid any attention to that yet.
Well, you have very early on this college football preview season. One of your big kind of sticking points is, all right, who are the quarterbacks, and were they there last year, and is the head coach quarterback continuity there? He is taking that to an extreme. It's a team you've mentioned, but he is going Penn State this year.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to look at returnees with a lot of people back, Penn State and Clemson are the two with Klubnik and Haller. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He's got them number 2, Mac. So y'all are kind of thinking similarly there anyway.
And I've been thinking a lot about this. I ranked on another show. I ranked the 16 quarterbacks in the SEC. That shows in Chattanooga, in the middle of SEC country. And some of the teams that have lesser quarterbacks are going to be some of the favorites too. Obviously not Arch Manning, but Georgia and Alabama. They've got questions at quarterback. But here's something else to think about. And I was on that bandwagon. I absolutely was talking about the experience and coming back and all the returnees, especially at the quarterback position. But think about this. Think about the last 5 champions, the quarterbacks. These are not necessarily household names, from Mac Jones to Stetson Bennett to J.J. McCarthy to Will Howard. Do you have to have that great quarterback to win the whole thing? Recent history would say no. The last great quarterback to win a championship was Joe Burrow.
Interesting. All right, file that away. Mac, I think Phil Steele doesn't care about selling magazines in the South, because he's got, before you even get to an SEC team, you got to go through Penn State, Clemson, Notre Dame. He's got them 3 before you get to any SEC team.
Wow.
And then he's got another Big Ten team. So I think it's, 4 out of his top 5 are non-SEC. I don't know how many folks down there at Auburn can read anyway, but I don't know.
Whoa. The SEC folks will just love that, though. Oh, my goodness. He clearly doesn't care about getting bombarded on social media, because he is going to get crucified for that. No question.
Yeah, just remember, that's going to be a talking point at some point.
Sure.
During this season. Well, Mac said last week we'd talk a little Big Ten action, and we already mentioned Penn State. I guess you've got to go Ryan Day, Ohio State next, but when do you get to Oregon or a USC before you start talking about the traditional Big Ten teams? How do you kind of see the conference playing out this year?
Yeah, I think it is a little bit of a question mark after the top 2. Michigan's depending so much on the freshman quarterback that they spent $5 million or $10 million on, or whatever the sum was that they spent. Oregon with the new quarterback, but a whole lot of players back from a team that could have won it all a year ago. USC, Lincoln Riley under a little bit of heat. He's got to have a good year, and he has recruited really well. He's got the people lined up. I think he's probably going to surprise people, and I think they will be in that top mix, not necessarily to win it, but maybe to contend for it. Iowa's not getting a lot of love, but I think they will. I think Indiana will definitely fall off. Michigan's just such a big question mark, but I think the Big Ten, like it has been a little bit lately, is I think they're going to be a little bit top heavy. I think they're going to have 4 or 5 really good teams, and then and after that it gets a little sketchy.
Mac, you said you ranked the SEC quarterbacks. Have you looked at the Big Tens? And if so, Jamie, our Hoosier, had a question he wanted me to ask you. What do you think about their QB Mendoza?
Yeah, I mean, I hear good things, but again, still question marks about a guy who hadn't necessarily, done it successfully and consistently at that level. So, and I don't know as much about the Big Ten quarterbacks. I should have done a better job of prepping for this show based on the homework that you gave me. But yeah, I'm not sure about that. And I appreciate Jamie. Jamie reached out on social media when we had our granddaughter, and I miss hearing from old Jamie.
I know. We need to Mac, believe it or not, we talk about you and how we miss you around here. You probably don't believe me, but we do.
I don't.
me and Chandler sit there and say, man, I wish Mac McCarthy was here today.
I was watching you all do your celebration after a good show the other day. That was entertaining. I guess I'll use that word.
I'll take that. That's fine. Mac, who is... Now, if you know this, we can make a lot of money. But who's this year's Indiana? And are they in the Big Ten, or it could be outside of the Big Ten? But do you have a team you like? You've called it, a couple years in a row or whatever. Who's your team outside the top 25 that'll end in the top 25? You got any candidates for that this year?
Yeah, let me get back to you. Let me bring that to the show next week. That's a really valid question, and we have had some luck at picking some teams that overachieved, if you will. And but let me study that just a little bit more and bring that to the table next week, if that's okay.
Well, that works. That's why I like Mac. He's not just going to hot take you. He's going to, if he says something, he's going to mean it. What do you think about Kirk Ferentz, being back at Iowa? And then I'll ask you about a young coach as well, Deshaun Foster. Can he win at his alma mater at UCLA? How about the coach that's been there forever and a guy who's trying to establish something? How about those teams?
Well, I think Ferentz is probably underappreciated for what he's done, and not necessarily a hotbed for football, although they have great fans and a great home field advantage. And the thing they do with the Children's Hospital is just so cool, and at every game, and despite being just horrid on offense, they still win 8, 9, 10 games a year, and I think they're going to be pretty good this year. Changed offensive coordinators, obviously. His son is gone. If they're decent, it'll be a major improvement. And with their defense and all the great tight ends they've turned out and that kind of thing, they could be a team that could sneak into the playoffs. They really could. And then Deshaun Foster really looked like he was struggling. He struggled at media days, remember, a year ago, really had a bad time, and they looked bad early, but that they started playing good football toward the end, and now they've got Nico, and who knows what he's capable of. I mean, everybody thought he was the world beater just a couple years ago, and he went to Tennessee and was okay, but it's going to be really interesting to see what UCLA does.
Matt Rule has won everywhere in college. Sorry, Panthers fans. I'm talking about college football. Yeah. Can he do it at Nebraska? Scott Frost said he took the wrong job when he went back to his alma mater, but can Matt Rule win there in Nebraska?
Yeah, first on Scott Frost, accept a little responsibility and have some accountability. You throw your alma mater under the bus. I mean, that didn't need to be said. You landed at a good place. You have a good job. You didn't need to not be grateful for that opportunity, which you screwed up. They didn't screw it up. You screwed it up. And I don't know Scott Frost. I remember, being a fan of his as a player and as a coach at Central Florida. He didn't get it done. But I think Matt Rule is going to do okay. the other team in the Big Ten that you watch out for with everybody coming back is Illinois.
Okay.
Big Bielema's he's got some guys, and he's got the most favorable schedule. That might be a preview of what I'm going to bring to the table next week.
All right, good deal. Mac, this is not Big Ten related, but Phil Steele talked to every FBS coach other than only 9 coaches he did not connect with this offseason. Do you think you can name one of those coaches? Not Big Ten related, outside of the Big Ten. Anybody come to mind for you?
Oh, gosh. Somebody he didn't talk to. Lane Kiffin.
Huh. I don't know if he talked to Lane, but I do know he did not talk to Bill Belichick.
Okay. Yeah, I should have gotten that one. That's my fault.
And Phil Steele's comment on it was sometimes schedules just what do you say, Jared? Sometimes schedules get a little mixed up.
This was not the case.
He said this was not. There was no schedule to mix up with Bill Belichick. So
well, he didn't go through the right person, obviously.
Yeah. Well, hadn't heard much from her lately.
Maybe he did go through that person and he got the axe.
Valid point, Jared. Valid point.
Sorry, Phil. We're on CBS, whatever, 48 hours or 60 minutes.
40.
Sorry. I hope they're not on 48 hours. That's a different show. Although I've seen a lot of older men, younger women stories on 48 hours.
Yeah, maybe next week on Dateline.
But I totally digress. All right. Anything else football related? What is it? Kind of early on, Mac. Any good quotes out of SEC Media Day so far?
Yes, there was one, and it was from Sankey. He said the college football is not broken, but it is suffering. I don't know if that was the right word. But a guy named David McKenzie, who I think is maybe from Raleigh or somewhere, there's an attorney or something. Anyway, this guy answered him by saying, that's like the arsonist being a little bit upset with the heat. I thought that was outstanding.
That's a good line. Yeah.
I thought that I was going to give you a stat here. Okay.
Well, before you do that, can I say something related to what you just said? Or
sure.
Okay. My favorite tweet from last week came from the Big 12 itself, the official Big 12 conference. The tweet was, "You heard the man," and they were talking about the commissioner there of the Big 12. What is it, Brett?
Yormark. Yeah.
Yormark, where he said, "We do not need a professional model. We are college football. We must act like it. There is nothing in sports like college football. We must protect what makes it special." He says this in front of a background with the Big 12 logo and Microsoft Copilot, and the tweet that the Big 12 put out that says, "You heard the man," tags Microsoft Copilot in the tweet. So this is not professional sports. This is for the love of the game, blood, sweat, tears. Oh, yeah, and Microsoft Copilot as well.
Yeah, he's saying we don't need millions of dollars as he's accepting millions of dollars.
It's just hilarious to me. Anyway, go ahead, Matt.
I agree. And the Sankey thing just struck me. I said that somehow I've got to work that into the show. But
that's great. Yeah.
The arsonist being upset with the heat is really a great comparison.
Yeah. What you got? What's your stat there, Mac?
I thought I had the stat. I have a friend who does all the returnees and the percentage of newcomers. And I thought he had done the American today, but he didn't. It was the percentage of newcomers in the two deep.
Okay. I looked at something, Mac, and it looked like, I think South Florida kind of led the American in returners, but I do not have that full list in front of me.
Yeah, I thought I had it here, but I do not. I have the other leagues, but
I can tell you this: the Pirates are going to be towards the middle bottom on that, just with the especially on the defensive side of things.
I think I read in Phil Steele that we have 5 offensive starters returning.
Yeah.
So
quarterback, lineman or 2, Anthony Smith. Yeah. So tight end, maybe. All right. Mac, anything else before we hit a little NASCAR?
No, we're good. We're looking forward to what league we're going to talk about next week.
You pick. Hey, you want to go with your ACC boys?
We can do that. I'm ready for them.
Let's do the Atlantic Coast Conference, and we'll do a little walkthrough through the ACC. All right,
our listeners will love it.
Jared, get me all. Yeah, if we do ACC basketball, they might legitimately love it, Mac. But yeah, we'll do ACC football. Jared, get me off a road and get me back to driving circles, please.
Yeah, please get me back to an oval. I saw a quote that kind of summed up how I feel, and I feel like a lot of NASCAR drivers, media, fans feel. And it was from an old racer, Sterling Marlin. I couldn't care less if I see another road course. They ought to plow them all. They ought to plow them all up and leave them for the wine and cheese boys.
Wow. Okay.
I hate even Sonoma's a good one. Watkins Glen is a good one, but I'm sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
It only takes up 14% of the season, I think, but still, that's too much.
All right.
But yeah,
Sterling Marlin and Jared have spoken.
Sterling Marlin hit it, and Sterling Marlin had some success at the road courses. But he, like a lot of fans, feel, and Jared nailed it. He's exactly right. We need the two, Watkins Glen, Sonoma. Throw one more in there, and if you go more than that, you are doing it wrong.
Jared, while we're talking schedules real quick, I saw Redbeard responded to this tweet. And it was the 1992 Winston Cup Series schedule, Mac. And I'll just read it off real quick. Daytona, Rockingham, Richmond, Atlanta, Darlington, Bristol, North Wilkesboro, Martinsville, Talladega, Charlotte, Dover, Sonoma, Pocono, Brooklyn, Michigan, Daytona, Pocono, Talladega, Watkins Glen, back to Michigan, Bristol, Darlington, Richmond, Dover, Martinsville, North Wilkesboro, Charlotte, Rockingham, Phoenix, Atlanta. That was the schedule. And what do you think about that lineup, Mac?
Well, I like it a lot, but there are a lot of things about 1992 that I don't like, so that's okay.
Okay, all right.
We've improved in a whole lot of things since 1992.
Okay, all right. So
including the ability to do this show.
Yeah, that's true. Jared.
Oh, yeah. You want to go through the standings?
What happened? What are we at?
Shane Van Gisbergen won again. Clip, you had the best average. Mac, Ryan Blaney is tanking you. You should be competing with me and Clip, but Ryan Blaney is killing you.
Yeah. But he has the ability to get hot down the stretch. I'm okay.
Yeah, that is the case. But I mean, you were so close to getting points this week, and Ryan Blaney finishing damn near dead last, killed you on the average, and you got a DNF for it. So
he finished the race.
Google said DNF.
I think he finished the race.
We got a dispute.
All right, well, hey, if Max says he finished the race, I'll go with Mac.
Wait, if Max says, hold on.
I don't know that was official. He was still out there running around, but he may not have. So I'm not going to contest that.
Okay.
No appeal on Team McCarthy.
All right, no appeal.
That was one of those where you just argue with the ref, knowing you're probably wrong, but you may get a call in the second half or something. Is that what that was, Mac? All right.
He'll get hot down the stretch. Max at 7, still in last. Clip, you bump up to 17. I'm still in the lead with 24.
All right. I don't want to finish last. That's the key to this pool, especially the way the payout is.
I think the key is to finish first, so you get the payout. But
if you finish second, you don't lose anything.
Oh, really?
One thing, Jared, to think about, the other leagues that I'm in, if someone wins the race that doesn't, that nobody has on their roster, like SVG did, the second place guy, you can't get first place points, but you do get some points for being the first one. Now, I don't know. We can't change the rules in the middle of the season, but going forward, that's something we should think about.
Although NASCAR does like to change rules, like on the fly, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're about to just take away drivers' charters right in the middle of the season. So
tomorrow.
And what they might boycott Dover if that does happen.
There's supposedly 20 teams will boycott if they take the charters away.
Jeez. What does anybody want to explain what that means?
It means I have a chance to win the race if I can get a car.
So, what are charter? What is that?
So, like Michael Jordan's team, they're going to take away their charter. So, like, if they don't qualify within a certain number of positions, they don't race that weekend. They don't get an automatic
spot
in the race.
Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. All right. So, Mac, are you driving up there to maybe get in?
If nobody else is racing, I'll try to go up there and win, just like the Talladega race where everybody boycotted and some guy nobody ever heard of won the race. I might win.
When was that? What'd you?
In the 70s.
Huh. I'll have to look in. That's
very first race. You need to look it up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out. Mac, enjoyed the conversation, man. Always fun. Enjoy your grandbaby time this evening, and we'll catch you next week, man.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank y'all.
Mack McCarthy joining us on a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a timeout, come back, have more for you. When we return, see if we can crank out a quick NFL segment, Jarrett. Think of a topic, and we'll do that. When we return, Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
You love U.S. Cellular home internet. It lets you do all your favorite things because it's fast, reliable, and affordable.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and do the things you love with internet you love. Just pay $39.99 a month when you bundle with a wireless plan. And if you don't love it, you have 15 days to let us know. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Looking for a night of laughter that gives back? Join us for a hilarious dose of hope, a live comedy show featuring the one and only Gerald Kelly from Def Comedy Jam and Comedy Central on Thursday, July 31st at Pitt Community College. This event supports youth programs at Building Hope Community Life Center. Tickets are just $25 or $40 for two. Grab yours today and help us empower local youth. Sponsorship opportunities are still available. Learn more at buildinghopenc.org. Come laugh for a cause.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This summer, the holidays arrive early because Beauty Bar Medi Spa is launching our first ever Christmas in July event from July 14th through July 18th. Get ready for 5 days of festive fun and fabulous deals on injectables, facials, and all your skincare faves. Glow up, glam out, and treat yourself to the gift of beauty, because who says you have to wait till December to shine? Beauty Bar Medi Spa, your destination for confidence, beauty, and the ultimate summer glow. Call now to schedule your appointment or visit beautybarmedispa.com, 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville, home of the Pirates.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see. For a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
This is Chris Johnson, CJ2K. You listen to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. With Penn Community College's continuing education programs, a small investment can help you develop the skills you need to reach your goals. Launch a new career as a nursing assistant, law enforcement officer, realtor, or firefighter, or you can get your CDL license, learn a skilled trade, or update your skills in social media to get the promotion you want. Or you can work on your hobbies with continuing education courses in painting, sewing, and building. Visit pittcc.edu today. Pitt Community College, educating and empowering people for success. And Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. I just thought of an idea when I heard Chris Johnson's name. Shirley Chandler's not here, so you're going to have to play against Jarrett.
Uh-oh.
It's kind of like Name That Tune, but you're going to have to name that player. But so we'll go to Shirley first. How many 2,000-yard in a season rushers in the NFL can you name? Players that rush for a 2,000 in one season. So you say, I can name one.
Okay.
Jarrett would then say, all right, name that player, or you could say, I can name two. You understand?
Yes.
And we keep going. All right, Shirley, how many can you name?
I can name two.
Okay. Jarrett.
Wait, let me count how many I can name.
Well, let's just play the game.
What do you mean?
Can you name three?
I can name five.
Well, can you name three?
I can name three.
Okay. Shirley?
Name three.
Me name three?
Yeah.
Saquon, Derrick Henry, O.J. Simpson.
All right. Why'd you have to say O.J.?
That's just the order they popped in my head. I could have said Eric Dickerson.
You could have.
But I didn't.
Who else could you have said?
I was going to say Adrian Peterson.
You could have said him?
Yeah.
Who else could you have said?
Chris Johnson.
Who else could you have said?
2,000. It's 9 guys total, right?
So left, we got 84. Wait, you got him. 1997, 1998, and 2003 are remaining.
97, 08, and 2003 is what you said?
97.
Did LT do it?
No. 97, the most.
Emmitt Smith?
No.
Barry?
Yeah. Barry Sanders is 97. 98, a very
Terrell
short.
Davis?
Yes. And 2003.
2003. Sean Alexander?
Got in trouble with a lot of weed, didn't he?
Oh, Ricky Williams?
Nah.
That was my first thought.
Let's see. 2004, this guy was involved in a drug deal. He was charged with conspiring to possess with the intent to distribute 5 kilograms of cocaine using a cell phone.
Christ.
No, it was not him. It was Jamal Lewis.
Oh, okay. Jamal Lewis.
With the Ravens. All right, that has been Name That Player.
Yeah, I got a lot.
Okay, let's do one more. How many of the most populated states in the United States can you name?
3.
All right, Jarrett says 3. Shirley?
Like heavily populated?
Like most populated in the United States, how many of the top 15 can you name? Jarrett says 3.
I'm going to go 4.
All right, Jarrett.
You want me to say if I can go 5?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, sure.
All right, Shirley.
I'll go 6.
Okay.
All right, yeah, name the 6.
Name the 6, Shirley.
California.
1.
That's state. I thought
States.
it was cities.
I said state, right?
I thought that's what
Yeah,
you said. Heavily populated states.
Yeah.
So California.
Hold on.
Nah, let's.
You want to go 7?
No, I
All
do
right.
not.
So what do you got to do? Name 6.
I got to name 6.
Okay. California's 1.
New York State.
2.
Florida.
3.
Texas.
4.
States. I'm gonna go heavy populate. DC. Well, no, DC's not a state.
Oh my God, Shirley.
Georgia.
This is Are You Smarter Than Wes? Atlanta better have some people. Wait, did I miss it? Oh yeah, 5.
Okay,
Georgia's
so 5.
number 8. Yeah. One more.
New Jersey.
All right, easy money.
Are Illinois and Ohio on there?
Of course they are. 6 and 7.
Okay.
Pennsylvania, Michigan,
Carolina,
Virginia, Washington, North Carolina, Arizona, and Tennessee. There you go.
All right.
All right, you want to end it? We'll end it 1-1 tie.
I'm
Or do
fine
you want
with
to break
that.
the tie?
We can break the tie.
All right.
Something simple, quick.
I feel like I'm asking for a meal as opposed to something simple, something quick.
You want to look at our appetizer list?
Sure.
All right. How many of the top 30 highest grossing films of all time can you name?
How many of the top 30?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I can name 4.
Name 5,
6,
7.
Now we're playing the
8.
game. Oh!
9.
Whoa!
10.
Holy
11.
crap. Oh, wow.
Name your 11.
Oh!
Avatar.
1.
Avatar 2.
2.
Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Wait, no, what's the first newest one?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the playing the game.
Okay, Endgame.
Yes, 3.
Infinity War.
4.
Shrek 2.
Okay.
Shrek 2.
I think it made a lot of money.
Fat honky.
I don't see Shrek 2.
Okay, Toy Story 2.
Well, you're out.
Oh, I'm out?
Yeah. You don't just get the name forever. Yeah, I don't see that. We've got...
So you got 4. Can I name the rest of them or at least attempt?
Go ahead.
Of the 30?
Star Wars A New Hope.
The only Star Wars in the top 30... Oh, The Last Jedi is up here.
Oh, The Last Jedi. Okay, A New Hope was the very first of the original trilogy.
The Force Awakens.
That's
is
the
up
one I
here.
was thinking of.
Force Awakens. Okay. Titanic's up there, I know.
Yeah, Titanic's up there.
I'm also going to go with...
How about I just name them? Spider-Man, No Way Home. Inside Out 2, Jurassic World, The Lion King, Avengers, Furious 7, Top Gun Maverick, Frozen 2, Barbie, Avengers, Age of Ultron, Super Mario Brothers movie, Black Panther, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Frozen, Beauty and the Beast, Incredibles 2, The Fate of the Furious, Iron Man 3, Minions, Capitol America, Civil War. Top 30.
Captain America, not Capital.
Capitolton American. Maybe I should have done
That's a bad list.
Yeah, I know. That is a bad list.
Well, I've seen most of those movies.
Yeah, you know what makes it even
there's
worse?
just a handful.
Shirley wins and you lost.
That's fine.
You take the L?
Yeah.
You say that like that's a bad thing that I won.
I mean, that's a terrible list. Most of those movies
bad
didn't,
for him.
Oh.
Not
most
for
of those
you.
movies didn't deserve to make a dime.
Okay, Jim Calhoun.
I mean, they're not going to give a dime back, but they didn't deserve it.
What was the take on this film? Jarrett, let's take a break. When we return, I'll ask you who will have the better season. We'll go quarterback, running back, receiver.
Now, is this fantasy or is this real?
Kind of both. We'll since you're
I'm a real guy.
A real life guy. We'll talk in real life terms.
All right, cool.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live, Hour 2, after these words.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. On August 15th, country outlaw Jamie Johnson takes the stage with rising star Jackson Dean opening the show. Tickets are on sale now at CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com.
Here with Brian Cook, the comptroller for Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. You do have a website that sort of combines your two dealerships. That is driveherenow.com. Talk about that.
Yeah, we created the driveherenow.com name to incorporate our whole organization. You go there and you can see logos for both our Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World's location. All our inventory is there to see for both locations.
driveherenow.com. One website, two outstanding dealerships. Try us, trust us at driveherenow.com.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers. Burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio, where the heart of Greenville lives. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Caleb Stroud of Stroud's Marine grew up on the water and has loved boating his entire life, and that's why in 2012 he decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned, salvaged marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service, and their mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Wrapping up hour number 2, do a little NFL chatter and get back to college football at 5 o'clock with our Phil Steele interview. But Jared, who will have the better 2025 season in the NFL? Will it be J.J. McCarthy or Bryce Young?
Bryce Young.
That was quick.
Yeah, I haven't seen really anything of J.J. McCarthy. The only thing he's done in the NFL is half a preseason game against the Raiders, and he didn't even look good really in that. So I'm going to go with the guy with more experience who ended last season kind of on a high note, little momentum. Expect them to carry that into this season.
All right, who has the better season? Drake May or Trevor Lawrence?
That's tough because I think both are playoff teams.
Oh, God. That's a leap.
Oh, I mean,
it's a leap.
Patriots, I'm not as confident in, but I think the Jags win the division, so there's a playoff team. But I'll go Trevor Lawrence because he will have to have a very good season to get them to the playoffs.
Okay.
Drake May, I think, will have a better run game than last year and a good defense.
What old running back has the better season, Alvin Kamara or Aaron Jones?
I'll go. Golly, that's tough. I'll go Aaron Jones just because of the system.
Okay.
I like Kevin O'Connell more than Kellen Moore. Wow, I forgot he was in New Orleans.
All right, these guys are together basically in fantasy, but like what rookie has the better year? I guess R.J. Harvey. Who's R.J. Harvey?
He is the running back from UCF that got drafted by the Broncos.
And Travion Henderson out of Ohio State went to the Pats.
Yeah.
Which one? Which situation do you like there?
I like Denver's situation better.
Okay.
So I'll go R.J. Harvey.
Seems like they can find some success no matter who they got back there. All right. Any other backs I can do? Let's do Tony Pollard or Brian Robinson. We're at the tail end of starters.
I'll
now.
go Tony Pollard because I think he gets more snaps. Because CW was talking about last Friday, Tyjae Spears and Tony will get 50-50. I don't know if Brian Robinson sees 50% of the snaps.
Okay. Let's look at some receivers. What receiver has the better year this year? I like that. All right, Marvin Harrison Jr. or Jameson Williams?
Marvin Harrison Jr. because he is the number one receiver in Arizona. And I think after kind of disappointing last season, I think he has taken that step. I talked to Bo Brock, who everybody in Arizona loves the progress he's made. Zay Jones has been a very good mentor, so I've heard, in the wide receiver room there. So I'll go Marvin Harrison Jr.
What number 2 do you like more, George Pickens or Jordan Addison?
Addison. Anybody in Minnesota, I will take.
Even though you don't like their quarterback?
Compared to Bryce Young.
Deebo Samuel or Jacoby Myers?
Jacoby Myers. He didn't drop. He was the only receiver to not drop a single pass last year.
Is that true, or
that
did you
is
make
true?
That
he had a 0% drop rate. Balls went over his head. There were some where he, got hit and it came out, but
now,
he did not drop a pass.
If they're a little bit like he's got to reach for it, did he just not reach to keep his drop percentage at 0?
The drop percentage was 0.
That would be kind of funny if he did that, though, right?
What?
If
he just
just like, I could maybe make that catch, but I'm just going to keep my arms down.
Jacoby Myers is not the kind of guy to prioritize his stats. I bet he didn't even know until the last game ended that he had a 0% drop.
You ever seen Debo Samuel play football?
I've seen Debo Samuel play football.
Okay.
And I've seen Jacoby Myers play football.
All right.
And do I want a half wide receiver, half running back, or a full dedicated wide receiver? I'll go full dedicated wide receiver.
You'd rather have a wide receiver than a football player?
Than a gadget guy.
Okay. That's kind of insulting.
What? A gadget guy?
Yeah. Debo Samuel is a gadget guy. Is like one of these little like white patriots or whatever running around. This guy is a damn beast on the football field.
Yeah, and he's starting to eat and look like a beast too.
Yeah, see, you are
wide back, no burst off the line. No.
Wide back?
I'm kidding. Needs to put down the chip ahoys.
I think it's Chips Ahoy. I would know. You need to touch some grass, buddy. Get off the internet.
You asked me to pick a guy over one of my Raiders guys, so I mean,
I get what I deserve.
Yeah.
Oh, love that guy. Tyler Warren. Do you know who he plays for?
Tyler Warren?
The all-world Penn State tight end.
Oh, yeah, the Colts.
Or Evan Ingram. Do you know who he plays for?
The Jags.
He's in Denver, apparently. Yeah.
Well, that changes everything because I took the Jags to win the division. I said I think Evan Ingram's going to be really good this year. So I'll go Tyler Warren because Evan Ingram's a bum.
Oh, no, but the quarterback situation is so much better for Evan Ingram.
Yeah, but I mean, Brock Bowers had a terrible quarterback situation last year, and he still got the stats.
Yeah. I love Tyler Warren. Jamie, how do you feel about Tyler Warren? Jamie gave us a one involving Daniel Jones that I'm just not going to do because I refuse. Daniel Jones is out of my division. I don't have to talk about him anymore.
Just for my sake, what is it?
Daniel Jones or Richardson? I don't even know if Richardson.
Who cares?
Exactly.
It's a loss.
I said that.
Well, I didn't know what it was. I'm just saying, hey.
When have I... Jonathan Taylor, Genty, or Bijan?
Genty.
There you go, Bijan, right?
Genty.
But Bijan.
Over Jonathan Taylor, yes.
Mike P said, as a 5'9" white guy, what's wrong with little white patriots? Guess I'm a gadget guy. We're all gadget guys in God's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie said Tyler Warren will be great if somebody can throw him the ball.
I think it'll be great either way.
Interested in him. Why is George Kittle the number one tight end on Fantasy Pros?
I don't know.
That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
No.
Because after that, you got Bowers, McBride, Laporta, Andrews, Hawkinson, Kelsey. All those guys make sense.
I'd put him around Kelsey.
Yeah.
Because they're both.
Am I missing something?
They're both aged and
yeah.
They don't, give their best every week, but they can get you out of a jam.
Maybe they're losing Debo. They don't have anybody. Like, he's going to get a lot of targets, I guess.
Yeah, Brandon Ayuk. Is he even healthy coming off that ACL? Jawan Jennings wants a trade or an extension. So, there's a lot of question marks receiving-wise.
All right. How about Jonnu Smith or Tucker Kraft?
Tucker Kraft is with the Packers,
Yeah.
correct? And Jonnu Smith just traded to the Steelers. I'll go Jonnu Smith with his boy, Arthur.
I just found it interesting that Tucker Kraft, number 8 on this list on Fantasy Pros. So.
Yeah, he had a good year last year. Every time I bet on him, he scored a touchdown, which was just once.
What'd you say?
Every time I bet on him, he scored a touchdown.
Which was once.
Which was just once.
All
but
right.
still, he had a great season, I guess.
Jamie says Bijan has been a disappointment. Is that true?
It's his third year, so I don't know.
Is that true, Jamie? Let me look. Let's see if that's true. Let's see what his
Kyle
numbers were.
Pitts has been a disappointment.
Bijan last year, yeah, you're right. He only had 1,456 yards and 14 rushing touchdowns. Jamie, look, you're. How disappointed can you be in nearly 1,500 rushing yards and 14 touchdowns? He had 431 receiving yards. He had 2,000 yards, pretty much.
Yeah, that's I don't know.
What do you want from him? All right, let's take a break.
More.
When we return, Phil Steele joins us. We'll talk Pirates, American, a little bit of the in-state schools. Who's Phil Steele's national champion? Who's he like? What group of 5 team makes the playoffs? And more. We'll talk about it all with the college football guru after this.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
In Pitt County, everyone's a college student. At every age, at every stage of life, from every part of the county. Their parents and police officers. Their nurses who work nights. Their hairstylists and handymen. They come from every walk of life. And they're all getting ahead without taking on loads of debt. Continuing education at Pitt Community College, where everyone's a college student.
Shiny teeth in me. Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dr. Holly, owner of Pirate Dental. At Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Does your tooth hurt?
They fix teeth.
Chipped tooth?
They fix teeth.
Need a second opinion?
We fix teeth.
Need a crown, have a cavity? We fix teeth. Bottom line, at Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Call us today at 252-321-2500 or visit us at piratedental.com. Online appointments available. Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Go Pirates. Shiny teeth in me.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville has the hot deals this summer with the Make This the Summer event. You pay the exact same thing as a factory employee. Come check out the Ram 1500 at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep and get savings up to $12,000 with Employee Pricing Plus on Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. And they still have the 2024 Ram Heavy Duties in stock. Save up to $15,000 with Employee Pricing Plus on the longest lasting heavy duty work trucks in the market. How about the new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee? You pay what a factory employee pays, with savings up to $9,000 on America's most awarded SUV. And unprecedented savings for a new Jeep Wrangler. Up to $6,000 off on a 2025 Jeep Wrangler.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Offers do not include tax, tags, title, and $8.99 admin fee. See dealer for details.
Take advantage of Employee Pricing Plus and see all of the new and pre-owned inventory at ecauto.com.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live, here on a Feel Still Tuesday. Our annual chat with the college football guru, and talked to Phil earlier today, this morning, around 11 a.m., and put it up on YouTube. But for those who have not seen that yet, we'll air it for our radio audience, and it is available at all times, like all of our shows, interviews, podcasts, at Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. But here is our 2025 college football preview with Phil Steele. All right, joining us today on the Pirate Radio Live line, needs no introduction. It's his time of year. It's Phil Steele time. Phil Steele joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line, ready to preview this 2025 college football season. Phil, awesome to get you back on Pirate Radio. How you doing, sir?
You know, I am doing great, Clip. How about yourself today?
We are we're fired up. We're starting to talk more and more football on the show. We're getting excited for it. So it's almost kind of, I don't know, a point where we say, okay, it's starting to feel real when we talk to you. So, Phil, kind of I've been asking you this the last few years, and I'll throw it out there again. How much more difficult, challenging is it to put together this magazine with all the changes in college sports and college football for you?
Oh, it's a ton more challenging, Clip, especially than 5 years ago. Is with the transfer portal closing at the end of April this year. You know, I talked to all the head coaches, and I had to postpone the interviews until the portal actually closed. And what we do is we don't send the magazine to the press till 5 weeks after that. That way we capture where all the players signed. But I had to try to cram in all the coaches' calls in the month of May, and that made it pretty hectic. In fact, on the last week of the magazine this year, I was doing like 13 coaches' calls, which normally I'm just in the fine-tuning stages of the magazine. We had a couple of typos slip through this year, which were a little aggravating on my part, but had we missed our deadline, we would have been put back 3 weeks, so we had to go to the press with it. But overall, it's made it a lot more difficult. I'm hoping, Clip, that we go to one transfer portal in January, and if that's the case, life will be good once again. We won't have to be scrambling around like we did this year.
Yeah, I heard a little buzz about that. Would help out probably the coaches and everybody, yourself included. And speaking of those phone calls, Phil, how did your first phone call go with Blake Harrell as full-time head coach at East Carolina?
You know, it went real good, and I love the job that he did last year down the stretch. As you know, I had East Carolina as my #1 most improved team in the country, and figured that they'd have a big increase in record from the previous year when they went just 2-10. And there they were sitting 3-4 when Coach Harrell took over. So very pleased that he knocked out 5 wins in the last 6 games to get him up to that 8-win total to get me looking pretty good for a #1 most improved team, improving the record by 6. But excellent conversation with him. You know, he's got a brand new defense. Basically, they lose a lot of players off that side of the ball. But they've got a lot of seniors that could be starting this year, so it'll be fun to see how East Carolina plays in 2025.
Well, the common thought, Phil, and I don't know, what we've been saying quite a bit is the offense looks like it's in a pretty good spot with a returning quarterback, of course, returning John David Baker, who turned it on. He and Caden Hauser the second half of last year when Hauser got put in instead of Jake Garcia at quarterback. And on the flip side of that, questions about the defense. We're losing a lot of that D-line and a lot of key guys from last year. So as you broke it down, Phil, is that how you saw it, or do you maybe have higher hopes for the defense than some of us do?
Well, the plus for the defense is it's not like you're talking about a lot of inexperienced players. There could be 8 or 9 seniors actually starting on the defensive side of the ball, but there's no doubt this defense loses a lot from last year. It was an experienced unit on the defensive line last year, and this year they lose basically they lose the majority of the defensive line. Linebackers lose the top 3. Defensive backs, They lose all 4 starters, 8 defensive backs overall. So it is a much different defense than it has been the last couple of years. And even though there's a lot of seniors, it is a less experienced defense than they've had the last couple of years. So defense would be my concern, but you hit it right on the head, Clip. You look at Caden Hauser coming back, the way that they went down the stretch. You know, they cleaned up the interception thing, went to an 18-11 ratio as opposed to the 8-12 they had before. Veteran offensive line with 3 starters coming back. I like what they have at running back, even losing Harris like they do. I like what they got in Gunn, Montgomery, and Jenkins. So I think the offense will be potent, and I think East Carolina games will be a little higher scoring this year.
Yeah, expecting some shootouts. Phil Steele joining us today on the Pirate Radio live line. And you have East Carolina 8th in the American, which, you know, on the surface is a tad concerning, I guess. But, you know, how close are they to number 4 USF? And on that note, Phil, how close is the American as a whole? You have Memphis at number 1, but is that a clear number 1, or could it be a number of teams to maybe take the American this year?
Yeah, I think there's numerous teams in the mix. I don't think Memphis will be the preseason favorite to win it. I believe Tulane is going to be the preseason favorite to win it by the media this year. UTSA is clearly a threat to win the conference. I think USF, you know, Alex Golish had some high hopes coming into last year, didn't really materialize, but they are loaded this year with 16 returning starters. I think they're a legitimate contender. And how do you discount Navy? Navy's a team that brings back its quarterback in Blake Horvath. And Navy generally not an experienced team. They play a lot of seniors, but this year they've got 13 returning starters coming back. Navy has to be in the mix. Army last year was the champion of the conference, and they've got 9 starters back this year, so they're in the mix. And then North Texas, I think, has Eric Morris's best team. And then you go to East Carolina, a great finish by Blake Harrell. I would say there are 8 legitimate contenders in the American Conference this year, with East Carolina the 8th.
Phil Steele joining us today on a Pirate Radio Live. Phil, what are the chances that the Group of 5 playoff team comes out of the American? Who are your, I guess, Memphis, and you mentioned UTSA, Tulane. Who, if one's to do it, do you see one coming out of this group, perhaps?
Yeah, my favorite out of the group would be Memphis this year. And, you know, you go back to last year. Remember, the media had Memphis the favorite to win the American Conference last year. I did not. I had looked at their schedule, and I said, well, they have to play UTSA on the road, they have to play Tulane on the road, and they have to play Navy on the road as well. And as it turned out, they lost a couple of those games. Well, Memphis almost unbeatable at home under Coach Silverfield. He is at home. He's gone 28-6 on the road, just 10-13. And guess what? Toughest games this year are at home. They get Tulane at home. They get Navy at home. And so I've actually got Memphis favored in almost every game this year. I've got one toss-up game on the schedule. That would be Arkansas. And I think a win over Arkansas, especially if Arkansas is a bowl team and an undefeated season, would propel Memphis into the playoff spot this year. So I think if there's one team that I really favor among the others to get have a playoff shot this year, it is Memphis.
Phil, when last time the Pirates took the field, a win over NC State, Rajay Harris, great run to cap off a big bowl win against the rival Wolfpack. And first up in 2025, it is the Wolfpack for East Carolina. So when you look at the ACC, look at NC State, what do you think about Dave Doran's group coming into this year? And how about that game, Phil, that opening Thursday night? Should be a good one.
You know, and for not having seen that rivalry for a while, there's no doubt there's some venom between the two schools. So it's something that is going to be a lot of fun to watch because these two schools do not like each other. And with NC State, you know, Dave Doran's back where he likes to be, and that's under the radar. Nobody has any expectations for NC State this year. They're middle of the road in the ACC. But they've got some players coming back. C.J. Bailey back at quarterback. You look at the receiving corps, you know, with Noah Rogers coming over from Ohio State last year, and Wesley Grimes. I think they'll have bigger opportunities this season. The offensive line looks pretty good. And defensively, they lost some key players last year. They're a more veteran defense this year. I think you're going to see a much stronger NC State team than the one that went 6-7 last year. And I think NC State will be favored in that game, but it's going to be a heck of a game to watch and a lot of fun. And we'll really enjoy watching the fans' interaction in that one.
Phil, did you talk to Bill Belichick this offseason?
You know, there were, I believe, 9 coaches I didn't get a chance to talk to and did not get the chance to talk to Coach Belichick. And, you know, sometimes the schedules don't match up, but that was one where we weren't really in the realm of scheduling one.
Understood. It's still odd to think about him coaching college football, especially here in the state of North Carolina. You have them 6th in the ACC, NC State 8th, by the way. But what's your outlook on the 2025 Tar Heels, year 1 of Belichick?
You know, he steps into a really nice schedule this year. When you look at North Carolina, they play my number 67 schedule in the country. Big opener. They host TCU on a Monday night. Now, if they win that, they play Charlotte, Richmond, UCF on the road. In my mind, UCF's in a bit of a rebuilding season this year. They could be 4-0 when they host Clemson on October the 4th. And then if that's the case at that point, they'll really be believing in themselves. But you look at the ACC schedule, and you look at the road games. Cal, winnable games. Syracuse is in a rebuilding year as well. Wake Forest, all 3 of those very winnable games. And the home games, Duke, Stanford, Virginia, winnable. It's very rare to see them as an underdog this year. I think the Clemson game and the NC State game on the road might be the only 2 games that are a dog. So it's a dream schedule for Coach Belichick. They're coming off a 6-7 losing season. I've got them my number 6 most improved team in the country. And I think North Carolina, if everything bodes well and team players buy in and Belichick gets the magic going again, they've actually got a shot at a double-digit win season this year.
Phil, on the phone call note, is there a guy that over the years you've looked forward to talking to every offseason, maybe due to oversharing or just an entertaining phone call? Anybody come to mind for you on that?
There's about 125 of them, right? Each and every phone call.
Well said.
Which is so. I don't want to play favorites there, and I do. It's I tell you what, Clip. That my favorite part of the job is actually talking to the head coach.
Yeah.
It's where I get the most enjoyment to going over the teams with them.
Very cool. Phil Steele joining us. All right, Phil, how about nationally? Let's look at the teams you think will be there at the end. Who are the front runners to win the championship in your eyes this year?
Well, let's start with the SEC. I think the SEC is going to be naturally, you've got the SEC and the Big Ten are the 2 power conferences out there. And in the SEC, I think the most talented team might just be Texas this year, led by Arch Manning and a loaded defense. But they do have to play Ohio State and Georgia on the road. So I actually went with Georgia to win the SEC this year. Now, Georgia might not have the talent or the star power they had back when they won their national titles in 2021 and 22, but they're close. And I like Gunnar Stockton at the quarterback position. The defense, while no stars, is loaded and will be stronger than last year. And when you look at the schedule, last year Georgia had to play Alabama, Ole Miss, and Texas all on the road, and they lost 2 of those games. Their toughest 3 opponents are all at home this year, Alabama, Mississippi, and Texas. I've got Georgia favored in all 12 games, so I've got Georgia winning the SEC over Texas, and that should be a big SEC title game. When you look at the ACC this year, I went with Clemson, and Clemson is loaded. And the one thing I like, Clip, is that these teams that are homegrown, or in other words, the freshmen turned into sophomores, they've all stayed there. They're not hitting the portal heavy. They're using the portal. In fact, this year Clemson brought in Will Helt from Purdue, Jeremiah Alexander from Alabama on the defensive side, and offensively Tristan Smith. But most of these players are homegrown. Cade Klubnik at QB, a loaded receiving core. An offensive line, I rate number 2 in the country. Receiving core number 2 in the country. And that defense, which took a step back last year and actually allowed 374 yards per game. Tom Allen steps in. He's got 9 returning starters. They're going to have one of the better defenses in the country. I've got Clemson favored in every game this year. And it wouldn't surprise me if Clemson finds itself in the national title game. Big 12, well, we saw last year. That's pretty much a crapshoot.
Yeah.
At Baylor, Utah, Iowa State, Arizona State, Kansas State, Texas Tech, TCU, BYU, all capable of winning it. I think the best schedules belong to Baylor, Utah, and Iowa State, but I really don't see a Big 12 team that's capable of getting in there and winning it all. So the team I did go with it all, I'm going to go to the Big 10 for that. And while Ohio State's there and loaded with talent, I actually went with Penn State as the top team in the country this year. When I look at Penn State, they've got the same mix that has won the national title the last 2 years, and that's a veteran Big Ten team that has returned a lot of players that could have gone to the NFL. That's the case with Penn State. Drew Allar brings them a veteran quarterback. They've got Singleton and Allen at running back, plus behind him is Corey Smith and Quentin Martin, the next dynamic duo at running back. They've got my number one rated offensive line, number one rated receivers, the defense. They bring over Jim Knowles from Ohio State. He inherits a really good defense. 6 starters back, led by Danny Dennis Sutton at the defensive end spot. And while they do play Ohio State on the road, I think this is the year they break through. I'm looking for James Franklin and company to win it all this year. And for the first time in the 31 years of the magazine, I'm picking Penn State number one.
How about that? Phil Steele joining us. Phil, a couple more, and we'll let you go. While you're talking about Big Ten there, one of our everyday listeners is a fellow named Jamie, big Indiana guy. He had a thrill ride last year. How about the Hoosiers this year? Kind of a quick two-parter. And who's the Indiana of this year, Phil? A team that, you think that people think might be pretty good, that you think have a chance to be really good and make some noise and potentially make a playoff.
Clip, when I look at Indiana, my first gut reaction was, wow, they, last year they caught lightning in a bottle. They had all those transfers coming in from James Madison and other places that fit the program well. They had a really manageable schedule, and they took care of business. Now, going over the team with Coach Cignetti this year, they may be more talented this season. You look at the quarterback, Fernando Mendoza. He could come close to doing what Curtis Rourke did last year, which was phenomenal on third down, 29-5 ratio for the season. Running back, I like Roman Hemby coming in from Maryland. I think it's an upgrade at the running back core. Offensive line, veteran group. They bring in some big-time transfers. And defensively, same thing. When I went over position by position, I actually saw a little bit more talent this year. Now, the schedule does get tougher. They do have to play Iowa on the road, Oregon on the road, and Penn State on the road. But I think it's an Indiana team very capable of getting back to almost the same level they had last year, and perhaps the same level they had last year. So watch out for Indiana. They're still going to be strong this year. And for one of those off-the-radar teams, I'm going to take a team that was 6-7 last year, Clip, that I think has a shot at making the playoff. And that's my number one surprise team, and that is Oklahoma. And when I went over to the squad with Coach Venables, defensively there's no doubt about this team. Last year they held opponents, and they played one of the toughest schedules in the country last year, held opponents to 87 yards per game, below their season average, number 6 in the country. They're loaded on D this year, 8 starters back. R. Mason Thomas, one of the best defensive linemen in the country. Kendall Daniels, in the secondary, they are loaded on defense. But offensively, that was the problem last year. They had 0 returning starters on the offensive line, lost their top 5 receivers due to injury. This year, they've got a vastly upgraded receiving core. Those injured players are back. They've got some additions. The offensive line's vastly more experienced. They bring in John Matera, quarterback from Washington State, where I thought he did a heck of a job in Ben Arbuckle's offense, and they bring over offensive coordinator Ben Arbuckle along with them. And then they also have Jaden Ott, who was one of the top running backs in the Pac-12 2 years ago. He was banged up last year. I look for Ott to be outstanding this year. And while the schedule remains very difficult, I rated number 7 in the country. Last year they only had 3 true SEC home games. This year they got 4, and they only have 3 true SEC road games. They do have to play Texas away from home, Tennessee on the road, and Alabama on the road. But I think if you're looking for a team that it could be a surprise playoff team this year, I'm going with the Oklahoma Sooners.
All right, Phil. I know we need to let you run, but Jarrett, you'll be heading to Charlotte for AAC Media Days coming up soon, and you got a question about life without Biff for those guys?
New coach with the 49ers, Tim Albin. I think Charlotte can be a surprise this season. Vegas doesn't. How do you think Charlotte's going to fare?
Yeah, I think Charlotte's going to fare better than expected. When I first looked at it, I thought, well, they brought in so many transfers the last 2 years, and a lot of those guys are gone. This is another team starting from scratch. But, I went over the team with Coach Albin, and the thing that he did bring to my attention was, Ohio had a lot of players from scratch last year. Look at them defensively. They had practically a brand-new squad. They utilized the portal pretty well. They've got quarterbacks in Connor Harrell and Grayson Loftus. I think they're solid there at the quarterback position. The offensive line and run game is always solid under Tim Allen and the way that Ohio runs it. You know, he was a running back coach there under Frank Solich for all those years. Talked to Coach Albin for a long, long time. And defensively, I like the transfers they brought in, like a Braden Mullen coming in at defensive end from Dartmouth. And the thing I found going through all these teams and rosters with the coaches is these FCS transfers have a much higher hit rate than do the Power 2 or Power 4 guys that are moving down that haven't played. As long as they've got experience, they do well. So keep your eyes on him this year at the defensive end spot. But overall, I do think Charlotte has that potential. And, 5 wins last year. Can they get to a bowl game this season? It may be tough with the number 120 experience chart, but Tim Albin will get the most out of this squad.
Pirates owe the 49ers 1 or 2. Phil Steele joining us. Phil, is East Carolina a bowl team this season?
Yes, I believe East Carolina will get to a bowl team. As I mentioned, I think they're one of the top 8 teams in the American Conference. When you look at the rest of the teams in the American, a lot of them are in the rebuilding, first-year head coach. So I think there's plenty of winnable games on the schedule this year.
Phil, how can people get the magazine, and anything else we should be on the lookout for that you're involved with?
Well, I appreciate that, Clip. And Clip, as I mentioned, to you off air, I really appreciate that stack of magazines you got in front of you on the Twitter thing there. That it warms my heart when I see something like that. I poured a lot of work into those magazines through the years, and love seeing them all stacked up there. But if you want to go out and get the magazine, it's 360 pages. It's like getting 136 media guides rolled into one. Just go to Barnes & Noble and Books A Million, the only 2 brick-and-mortar stores out there that have it. Barnes & Noble and Books A Million. Now, you can order it online, and if you go online, you go to philsteele.com. I'm going to charge you a shipping charge because it costs to mail things. But when you do order it online, we also give you the digital magazine absolutely free. And we update the digital magazine all the way through the start of September. So you've got 3 places to go: Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, philsteele.com. And up this week on philsteele.com, if you're an FCS fan, I've got 250-plus pages of FCS football information, 2 full pages on every FCS team. For more on that, check out philsteele.com.
Man, awesome stuff, Phil. And yes, our stack of Phil Steele magazines, it's not just, aesthetically pleasing. Sure, it's great to have on the mantle or as a centerpiece, but we use it, Phil. We talk about old ECU games going back to 2013 and say, hey, what was the line in that game when ECU played them? So we still use these old magazines as well. So we put them to work, Phil, just like we will the 2025 preview. Always look forward to this. Thank you so much for joining us, Phil, and have a great rest of your off season, and looking forward to some fun football this year.
Clip, I always enjoy talking to you and talking about East Carolina football, so thanks for having me on. A lot of fun as always, and love how dog-eared those magazines are as well. That really shows you use them.
They are worn, but still usable. Thank you, Phil. Talk to you next time.
All right, thanks, Clip.
Phil Steele joining us on Pirate Radio Live. A couple of interviews I was kind of grandfathered into as the host here at Pirate Radio with Phil Steele and Rich Shea come to mind. So thanks, Troy D, for starting those all those years ago. And I've been able to continue those chats. And, man, really look forward to this one because it is kind of a point where you really start to dive in. Once we're getting the magazine, once we're talking to Phil Steele, and he breaks it all down. Could not recommend the book more because it has details, rosters, information on every single FBS team. Plus, it's got his previews, his most improved teams, and everything. If you've never had it, certainly recommend it. He's got the Pirates picked 8th, says they will go to a bowl game this year. One thing he touched on, and Matt kind of hinted that we might start talking more about this next week with him, schedules are so important. Now that we're in these inflated giant conferences, you can say, well, they're in this league, so they're going to have a tough schedule. That's not necessarily true because you're not going to play everybody in your conference. So if you're getting invested in some win totals or picks to win a league, make sure you look at who's playing who. Who do you got at home? Who do you got away? That's one reason he said he likes North Carolina this year because of who they play and where they play them. So that is certainly something to look at.
Yeah, and when you were talking to Mac about the Big Ten, I looked at USC, and we've talked about USC, Rob Ryan, take the under.
Sure.
I don't like the job Lane Kiffin's done. But they're non-con. Missouri State, Georgia Southern. I mean, they obviously have Notre Dame later in the season, the rivalry game. But, I mean, the non-con's a big deal when you look at these teams.
Yeah, you want to just write a team off, but you do have to look at the schedule. Let me see why he likes Oklahoma to win so many games, because we've been kind of down on them too, right?
Yeah.
But they must have something attractive on the schedule that he likes, because, of course, playing the SEC schedule is not a whole lot of fun. But
they do have Michigan week 2.
That's an L, you would think.
Maybe, but they play Temple. They play Illinois State. They got Auburn. Kent State is
Auburn
another
at
non-con.
home, Kent State. So they start at worst 4-1, maybe 5-0 before the big one against Texas.
Yeah.
At South Carolina, that's a kind of a toss-up. Ole Miss at home, maybe slight dogs. At Tennessee, it's probably a loss. At Bama, it's probably a loss. Missouri, LSU. So you got like 2 to 3 definite losses, putting you at 9-3.
I mean, best case, I see them 10-2, 9-3. But with the SEC, that's a playoff spot potentially.
Maybe Phil still thinks they beat Michigan. Is that in Norman? I guess so.
I think it is.
Yeah. It's not at Michigan. It's either in Norman or a neutral site. I think it's in Norman. So I guess he likes them to...
it is in Norman, Oklahoma, yes.
Venables versus a freshman QB in his second game. So let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live. So awesome to talk football. Back with you after this.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Hey, Righty, you feeling okay? You've been dragging all day.
Ugh, don't even talk to me, Lefty. These shoes are a disaster. My arch is crying.
Dude, we have to go to Fleet Feet. They have a 3D scanner to customize shoes for every foot.
Wait, like custom fit? For me?
Yes, you and me. They have the top brands such as OnCloud, Brooks, and Hoka, plus many more. Fleet Feet, where fit happens. Schedule your appointment at fleetfeet.com or come in today and treat your feet right. Find your perfect pair at Fleet Feet.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Wow, you've been looking way more rested lately. What changed?
I finally got a new mattress from Mattress by Appointment in Washington.
Oh yeah? I thought that stuff was crazy expensive.
That's the thing. I got mine for like 60% off what you pay in a store. They do up to 80% off retail prices on big name brands like Diamond Mattress, Brooklyn Bedding, and Tempur Sealy.
Seriously? How?
It's all appointment based, so no pushy salespeople, just one-on-one help. I even took it home the same day, and I only put $1 down.
Okay, I need that info. Where do I go?
Easy. Just hit up mattressbyappointment.com and book a time. Trust me, you'll sleep like a legend.
Great things are in the works at Russell's in downtown Washington. I'm Rhonda with Russell's, and I have some exciting things planned for August. And to prepare, I must clear out inventory. Shop great deals of 30 to 50% off now on all your favorite brands for ladies and gentlemen. You heard me correct. 30 to 50% off right now. We can't wait to share our plans. So for now, help us clear out inventory at a great price. We look forward forward to seeing our pirate friends and customers at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about you.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of eastern North Carolina.
It's bow time. Bojangles is shaking up breakfast with the return of its sausage Bowberry biscuit. Savory, sizzling, country-style sausage topped with a drizzle of sweet icing, served on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit stuffed with bowberries. Just when you thought you knew where breakfast was going, Bojangles flips the script. Right now, get 2 sausage Bowberry biscuits for just $5. But hurry to Bojangles, because even though breakfast is served all day, this deal is only here for a limited time. Order yours today. It's bow time.
Pirate Radio.
So you believe in pirates?
Pirates aren't Santa. They did exist, they did have treasures, and they did bury it.
You know, I had an eye patch when I was 6.
Who didn't, my friend? Who didn't?
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technology has recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or your business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technology today at 321-7006. And the technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home, and your home deserves the best. And New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on an All-Star Game Tuesday. We might do like, what do we got tomorrow? Watlington, probably Holt. We got Bryce in hour 3. We can play Survivor with Bryce in hour 3.
Okay, in hour 3.
Play a speed game or something. But usually, we used to do that on the sports bar back in the day because it's the worst sports day of the year. Like, none of the big 4 are in action.
Yeah.
So we filled it with a game of online Survivor. Maybe we'll run one of those tomorrow. But yeah, you got the All-Star game coming up tonight. We'll talk about that in our Fleet Feet Rundown. What's up, A-Hart?
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
I didn't know A-Hart was boring you to tears.
Sorry, A-Hart. I need a little more enthusiasm next time when you read that. We've got National League minus 125. Over under 7.5 for tonight. Got a little bit on Acuna MVP just because they're playing in the Brave Stadium.
Yeah, it's not a bad bet. Do you think there will be a drunk singing the national anthem tonight?
What is that in reference to?
Last year, that lady went to rehab because she butchered the national anthem.
Who was that?
Some girl singing.
Country singer?
No.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a country singer. Yeah, and like we shouldn't pick on her because she was drunk or something.
Wouldn't call her country.
2020.
Said she was like really nervous and just had a few too many to kind of take the edge off, and then she butchered the song and said,
all been there.
Ingrid Andress?
Yeah, she's not a country artist.
Elvis Andrews? All right. Well, what is she, Jarrett?
I don't know. I listen to country music. I've never heard of her.
All right, let me Google her. Ingrid Andress, American singer-songwriter. Grammy-nominated American country pop singer-songwriter.
Yeah, not the same.
Not the same genre. I'm not going to watch the All-Star game.
Me neither.
I've already been Googling things to watch.
I'm probably going to go sit at OT's for a couple hours, so.
It'll be on.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Scooble and Skeens are the starters, representing the Tigers and Pirates. Oh, man, did you see the uniforms for the All-Star game this year?
No.
They're just wearing their own uniforms, so
Good.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Looks great.
I didn't like what they were wearing. I mean, who cares what they're wearing, but I didn't like what was worn last night.
Sounds like you care. Let's do a flip through. Shirley, say stop.
Stop.
Have you ever heard of the Georgia Bulldogs?
Rings a bell.
First thing that popped in my head, Ugga.
Yeah, the dog.
I love an English Bulldog. What's your favorite breed of dog?
Husky.
Nice, good call.
I've been in love with Huskies since I was little.
I like a wiener dog.
Really?
Yeah, because Norm Macdonald's got a bit. If you're going to get a dog, get something that you can kill in case things go sideways.
This conversation went sideways.
Well, no, I mean, these people buying Rottweilers, and it's like, it bit my face off. And it's like, well, I mean, what'd you expect?
I love this podium. It's something I can really stand behind.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
It's funny.
That's funny stuff. Georgia, Kirby Smart. Let's look at their non-con. Marshall, Austin P.
Let's go.
And then they end the season, of course, with Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
But before that, they play Charlotte. This is the weakest non-conference schedule I've ever seen for Georgia.
Wait, they play Charlotte towards the end of the season?
Yeah, before Georgia Tech.
That's why I hate the SEC.
But, I mean, between that, you get at Tennessee, Alabama,
yeah,
at Auburn, Ole Miss, Florida,
but like I was
Texas.
looking at Auburn while the Phil Steele interview was playing, and like they play Mercer in November. It's like, what are we doing?
Has Kirby Smart complained about this? I love this little addition to the Phil Steele magazine. I've never noticed. They play Alabama the 27th. It says Alabama is off a bye.
Ooh.
Auburn, the 11th. Auburn off a bye. Florida, November 1st. Florida off a bye. Texas, November 15th. Texas off a bye. Kirby Smart has got to be chewing out somebody at the SEC office.
Yeah.
For all of that. But yeah, as much as we complain about those 2 week late games for Georgia, well, Georgia Tech, that could be a good game.
Yeah. Want to do a little trivia like Chandler did yesterday?
Oh, November 15th, Texas. That's an awesome late season game.
Yeah, circle that one.
Who's doing the trivia?
You are.
I'm asking you.
You have the book.
Man, I like answering questions. Where did he see the all-time leaders at, I wonder?
I think it was to the right, far right, maybe.
To the right, to the right. Everybody move in the box to the right. Career passing leaders. You don't know any of these guys. Maybe 2010 to 13. Their all-time leader. But Aaron
Murray?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aaron Murray. David Green, I believe the lefty, 01 to 04, and Eric Zier. I remember him.
I'm surprised Stafford's not up there.
He is not. Our all-time leading rusher, old guy.
Herschel Walker.
Correct.
Voted for him.
He has a lot of interesting things to say.
Yeah, but I mean, when you bash your head into other men for God knows how long, those opinions are expected.
He was a great candidate. Good God, man. Who's their second all-time leading rusher? It's
Nick Chubb.
Yep. Who's their third?
Is it
played in the NFL? Call him a Patriot.
Oh, jeez.
Or a Ram.
Man, name's escaping me.
Sony Michel.
Sony Michel, yeah. For some reason I was thinking James Cook.
Man, they've had some good receivers, but you'll only get one out of the top 3.
AJ Green.
AJ Green is third. Terrence Edwards 1, and Fred Gibson is 2. Little bonus nuggets from Georgia. Georgia has been a home dog just twice under Kirby Smart, both in 2016, Tennessee and Auburn. The Dogs have covered the last 5 games as home favorites versus top 10 visitors. Oh, my goodness. Georgia. Okay, Kirby Smart can't be complaining too much. They have 3 road games this year.
That's it.
At Tennessee, at Auburn, at Mississippi State. Because they're going to play the Georgia Tech game in
Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. Florida is always in Jacksonville.
Okay. So there's some neutrals.
Oh, yeah. But 3 true road games.
Yeah.
So that's, can't beat that.
Would you count, Jacksonville's going to get taken over by Florida fans, you can assume? Right?
No. That's always a good split.
Okay.
World's largest outdoor cocktail party, they call it. Huh. Florida, Georgia. Florida, Georgia line, that's good country, right?
Absolutely not.
Who's the last great country singer?
The last great one?
Yeah.
It really depends on your preference of Alan Jackson or George Strait.
Okay.
Toby Keith, got to be up there.
Is he true country? He's a little poppy.
Yeah.
How Do You Like Me Now? Come on, dude.
That's a great song.
It might be, but it ain't country.
Yeah. I guess you could go AJ or George Strait.
All right. Georgia, done and dusted. Who's your favorite all-time Georgia football player?
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, you like Stafford. I do, too.
It's my guy.
I guess we traded Champ Bailey. But I liked him a lot.
I loved Nick Chubb at Georgia, like watching him play at Georgia.
I like Muhammad Massaquoi.
Okay.
Because he had a really cool name.
Yeah.
It's from Charlotte, I believe. Nice. All right, I'm having major deja vu here. I see Shamar Stewart. And Shirley, I remember last time we talked about this guy, I said, who's the black dude that was on Criminal Minds and Young and the Restless?
Shamar Moore.
Shamar Moore. Every time I see Shamar Stewart, I think about that guy, the guy that all the women fawn over. Can we talk about him instead? He's had a great career.
Yeah.
Who is Shamar Stewart?
He's the Bengals' first-round pick from this year.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's going back to Texas A&M to train at the moment, and it is more than likely that I read this. It's more than likely that he does not. He just opts out of going to the Bengals and re-enters the draft next year.
So he's just going to take a year
off.
off.
The Bengals are trying to set some precedent and put weird language into his contract that obviously he's not going to sign. So I don't know. But who was the last guy, or has this ever happened?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Where somebody got drafted and then just opted out and went back.
Help me out, older folks, but John Elway got drafted by the Colts, right?
But he was traded, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then Bo Jackson was drafted by the Bucks.
Yeah.
But was he traded, or did he opt out and
just go play baseball later or something? Yeah. I don't know. Here is Shamar Moore's IMDb. SWAT. Never seen an episode of SWAT.
I've seen a couple. Pretty good the first season, at least.
Okay.
I think it got canceled. So
he was in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and 3. I've never seen one of those movies.
I saw 2. I don't remember him being in there. Maybe he was a voice.
He played Randall. Young and the Restless. That's where I first got to know him. He's done a lot of voices. Death of Superman, Reign of Superman. He was great on Criminal Minds. Watched him a lot.
He's the bald fellow, right? Yeah.
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 The Bounce Back.
I think he was in Diary of a Mad Black Woman, that Tyler Perry flick.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Good call.
That was on TBS like my entire childhood.
Never seen that.
I think it's the first Medea movie.
He's been in a lot of stuff that I haven't seen. Shirley was in Moesha.
Oh. I used to watch that show a long time ago.
The Nanny. Arliss. Chicago Hope. The Jamie Foxx Show. Living Single.
We are living
Shirley.
Single.
In the song How Many Ways by Tony Braxton, he was the boyfriend in the music video.
Oh, wonder. Oh, yeah, he was in the elevator.
You don't.
Elevator.
No way you remember that.
Pull up the video.
How's that song go?
In so many ways. Wait, what was
How
the time?
many ways? I'm sure I know it. I was a Tony Braxton fan back in the day. In fact, I heard Breathe Again on the radio for the first time in 20 years, and it just took me back to a middle school dance. Scott says Fran Tarkenton. He also says Elway was traded to the Broncos for Chris Hinton. Mike P's favorite Georgia player. Don't know how I forgot about this guy. Todd Gurley.
Oh, yeah.
Tarboro.
Oh, yeah. Tarboro native.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live, hour number 3. Back after this.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
You love U.S. Cellular Home Internet. It lets you do all your favorite things because it's fast, reliable, and affordable.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and do the things you love with internet you love. Just pay $39.99 a month when you bundle with a wireless plan. And if you don't love it, you have 15 days to let us know. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Hey, it's Mika with QC Kinetics, and summer is here, which means you don't want your joint pain to stop you from living your best life. It's time to get out on the ocean. It's time to get out hiking. But you know what? Your achy knees could prevent that. I was in a horrible car accident, and my knee was wrecked. And thanks to QC Kinetics Regenerative Medicine, we're all better. No surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Don't wait any longer. QC Kinetics Regenerative Medicine. Real results right now. Call now to schedule your free consultation, 252-645-6458.
Wings Over Greenville just spiced things up with the all-new chili lime flavor. It's a burst of lime with a kick of heat. Download the Wings Over app, enjoy the Frequent Flyer Club. Earn points, unlock exclusive deals, and redeem for free food. Save your go-to orders, order ahead, and skip the line. First-time app user? Get free tenders just for signing up. And when you order delivery through the app, you skip the middleman. No extra fees from third-party apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash. And don't forget, use the promo code PIRATE25 for 10% off your meal. So fly smart. Download the Wings Over app today or order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. For Cadillac, we got the XT5, plenty in stock, $5,000 off. For Mazda, we have the Mazda 3, 2.9%, the CX-70, $440 a month lease special, the CX-50, $339 a month with only $29.95 down. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Hot days, cool deals. Summer sizzles at Bostic Sugg Furniture. You'll find sizzling savings on hundreds of items in stock. Save on beautiful living room furniture, dining rooms, and bedroom furniture. Save up to 70% off clearance items, plus 6 months special financing. Raise up your sleep level and get a free motion base upgrade with Beauty Rest Black or Helix mattress purchase with up to 60 months special financing. Hot days, cool deals. Summer sizzles at Bostic Sugg Furniture. Now that's hot.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Often imitated, but never duplicated. Pirate Radio, we are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see Integrity Home Mortgage at their new office location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs to help you get pre-approved. The Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. Start your home shopping process with a call to Integrity Home Mortgage today at 252-714-2076. And chronic joint pain hovers. You never know when it's going to rear its ugly head, and that goes for David Garrard too. And that's why the medical professionals at QC Kinetics take their job so seriously. When they treat patients like David Garrard, they are delivering long-term relief, treatments without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today at 252-645-6458. That's 252-645-6458. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Let's hear Gus Johnson call David Garrard's Hail Mary. They call him the beer truck. East Carolina.
It's goosebumps.
You got goosebumps?
Not really, but starting to feel real, man.
We need to get Gus back. More so for March Madness, but also for NFL and CBS.
Yeah. Him and Joel Klatt do a good job. They just get some bad games sometimes.
Big Ten?
Yeah. They just force those noon kickoffs for big games, and then they get bad games.
I wonder how many big nooners we got this year that should be in prime time.
Well, since Michigan's going to Norman, that's going to be a night game. But if it was the other way around.
Do we have another break, Shirley?
Let's see. Yeah.
Let's do a way too early set up the first Saturday of football. Like the slate.
Yeah.
So East Carolina plays on Thursday, so we got a free Saturday to watch football. So let's go the noon. Let's pick a game, Jarrett. You can only watch one. That noon on Saturday. Mississippi State, Southern Miss, Tennessee, Syracuse. Yeah, I guess maybe Texas, Ohio State will be the game.
Yeah, once again, that proves my point. They force these noon kickoffs.
Big noon. Let's go 3:30 slate. Bama, Florida State.
Georgia Marshall.
Okay, they've kind of set it up for us with one good game per window. So Bama, Florida State will be the 3:30 game. Let's look in the 6 to 7 window. Do we have anything worth watching?
Coastal Carolina versus Virginia.
Okay.
UTSA, Texas A&M.
But then you get to 7:30 on ABC.
Yeah.
Tigers versus Tigers, LSU, and Clemson. Good news, college football on all day long. More good news, you've got a heavyweight fight in each window, which is pretty cool.
Hey, Pac-12, Cal, Oregon State. Pac-12 at the dark coming back.
Kind of. Yeah, you know what? Let's call it that because we got
and Utah, UCLA.
Utah, UCLA as well.
Hawaii, Arizona.
Yeah.
That's on TNT. What?
Charles Barkley on the call as Hawaii takes on Arizona.
11 p.m. on Fox, Utah, UCLA. Gotta love it.
I mean,
blackout watching a kickoff.
I do love it.
Yeah.
That was the legit, you got to love it, not a sarcastic, you got to love it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That was legit. What?
I will be fired up for that game. I will be betting on Utah.
I love the late kickoff.
As do I. I mean, especially after a fifth quarter, but all day football, man. Cannot wait. Chandler's here. What time is it? Let's take our last break. We'll come back and wrap it up after this.
This summer, the holidays arrive early because Beauty Bar Medi Spa is launching our first ever Christmas in July event from July 14th through July 18th. Get ready for 5 days of festive fun and fabulous deals on injectables, facials, and all your skincare faves. Glow up, glam out, and treat yourself to the gift of beauty, because who says you have to wait till December to shine? Beauty Bar Medi Spa, your destination for confidence, beauty, and the ultimate summer glow. Call now to schedule your appointment or visit beautybarmedispa.com, 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville, home of the Pirates.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Bring in any offer from CarMax, and they will beat it by $500. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of...
Are you dare to walk the plank, matey?
Stop it, you're killing me.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. We'll take you to the edge. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was a mixed day today for the stock market. The Dow was down 436 points and finished at 44,023. The NASDAQ was up 37 at 20,677, and the S&P slipped 24 points and finished at 6,243. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
Got a left side. Strong side. Great show, Sean.
Thank you.
What was your favorite part?
Oh, man. Phil Steele, of course.
Of course. Kaz says, have a nice evening. Kaz, you're one of the nicest commenters we have. I appreciate that. Hope everybody has a nice Tuesday evening. We'll be back with you Wednesday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live for Shirley, J-Bone, and...
What a show.
I guess Chandler. I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live.